Just it,
So
then
question. So just to piggyback off that, when you first off give the people a short description of your history in music and how you're getting in music and what you're doing with music, so we can get into your current project, because what you said right there was so deep. But I want
uh,
the people to know where that space comes from. So tell the people about your short music history, your last project, which was dope. I heard it, I purchased it, all that, and I haven't got a chance to purchase this the Love project because I've been on the move all week. But I'm gonna get it. I
that's
mean,
good.
I do my stuff on Fridays or
Right,
Thursday
right,
nights when when everything drops Thursday night. I see
right,
what come out, buy what I buy, blah blah blah.
right, right,
But
right.
but you got streams for me on Tidal and Spotify. So,
Yeah.
but tell people your situation, what's going on, and then we'll get into the Love project.
All right. So, all right. As far as music goes, I'm a kid of a musician. My dad played like five instruments. So my dad traveled the world a few times doing music. So as a kid, I sang. I never really got into the instruments because I found sports. So I,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really want to do that. Like I ran away from what my dad told me I was going to do from the beginning anyway. But
Mm-hmm.
so years later, man, after basketball was slowing down for me, a lot of my friends was rapping, and I always loved poetry. I drew, I painted, I did all of those things at one point. So creating things was the thing. So it just morphed into me trying to write songs because all my homeboys was doing it. And I was terrible at it when I first because I didn't know how to structure music. And just kept going at it because I love it and it's just something that I can do. In my sleep, I feel. So I kept going with it. So at one point, I created my own record label, which is Home My Own Entertainment. Uh, I dibbled and dabbled in music. Life happens, and I just wasn't taking it serious. But uh, when I moved to Houston, I really took more steps as far as man, I got to make something happen.
I
So
don't want to battle you right now when you said it. You come in your sleep. The first thing I was like, let's battle right now. But keep
man,
going.
look, I used
Sorry.
to do that too. Imagine coming from New Orleans, and I'm pretty sure y'all got it the same way here.
Yeah.
I'm coming from New Orleans, man, and I remember my first rap partner. He's deceased now. Landis Banks.
Mm-hmm. Rest in
Me and him,
peace.
rest in peace, Landis. Man, he was the most thoughtful, introspective, intelligent person that I had ever been around
Mm-hmm.
at that point in my life. And he went to one of the inner city schools that he wasn't supposed to be like that.
Yeah.
And he gave me a book on Gandhi. He's the one that gave me the From Niggas to Gods book
Okay.
that I spoke on. And so anyway, that was my rap partner, and we collaborated. But we used to go to these labels, man, and they'd be like, they'll put a beat on and be like, all right, what y'all got? So we get in that thing, and literally we was just freestyling. So we freestyle for hours, man, and like
Yeah.
we had this thing going on where everybody knew it was like, man, them niggas nice. Like I knew when he was about to fall off, I kick my verse, and then he'll tag me. We just had a perfect thing going, and he wound up going to the military, and then that stopped off. And then the next time when I was looking for him, he was gone.
Mm-hmm.
But New Orleans didn't know what to do with me. So it kind of like made me insecure about my music because I wasn't shaking, washing, dishing it. You know, I've always used words. So, when
uh,
it was doing bounce music and, shake,
yeah.
washing, dishing, shake it, but I never was into that. You know what I mean?
So
Like,
I'm gonna stop you there. I'm gonna stop you there. So that's a very interesting space to be in. So because I think that there's a circle of music that goes that if you're talking about East Coast, West Coast,
yeah,
Midwest, down south, and there's a pocket of people who didn't fit into what, and this goes in the conversation I was talking we were having earlier about the powers that be, right? And also about money, because like love it or hate it, there's a certain race of people who are excellent at monetizing things.
yes,
They're excellent. They're gods at it. They know how to do it. They perfected it in so many ways, and to the point where they see something and they're like, okay, how can we monetize this? Leo Cohen is one of those people who
facts.
understands I can monetize this, but they don't care about culture. Early '90s, Buckshot, Drez, um, uh, uh, um, those East Coast acts that were big, they weren't jiggy. They weren't, they were deep, introspective. Lauryn Hill, Pras, those type of guys. Black Moon, Cocoa Brothers. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
And Weston, all of that.
Smith and Wesson, yeah. Those were what the streets of New York was in love with. New Orleans, you had your juveniles, you had your UTFOs. Houston, you had your Scarfaces, your K Renos, your SPCs. Even, even though Juvenile did go to the Juvenile bounce, before that and after that, Juvenile's a lyricist at heart. You know what I mean? So how do you feel being in that space where you're a wordsmith, you enjoy the art of music, but in the same breath, there's a commercial business side that won't allow you to I guess reach your full potential.
Great. Look, when I came here, I did a mixtape called Mr. October.
I got that.
I gave y'all that when I first met you.
Yeah, I got that.
All right. Now that mixtape was my attempt to basically put myself in the radio space or into a popular space.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really even like that mixtape.
Mm-hmm.
And one of my partners was talking to me about it today because he was like, man, you should put that on streaming services, which I can't because I only produced 2 songs on that. Everything else was something that I took from somebody else.
Do your thing, bro. Just put it out there, man. Fuck it. What they gonna do? So
I'm probably gonna throw it out there, but that was my attempt to be a little bit more commercial because I was taking the beats because I did the mixtape with a
Rapper Rick.
Rapper Rick, you know what I mean? And, he was just picking beats. I never heard a lot of them beats. I literally wrote that on a BlackBerry side scroll. I was in his studio. He had a studio in a Fifth Ward, like close to where the soccer stadium is now.
Yeah.
So I went over there. I did that mixtape in 3 studio visits. So we did that. We knocked it out, and I didn't want to hear the beats. I wasn't planning it. It was only one song that I actually heard before I did it, and that was a Throw It in the Bag remix. And, so I did that one, but I wanted to do that one. And it took me a long time to write that one because I was writing it in my head, like literally while I was driving. And that used to be that's how I wrote that song. I wrote it in my truck. So, but that was my attempt to do that because I've always done deep songs. Like, you ever heard of the artist Lucky Day?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I did songs with him before he was Lucky Day, before he went on American Idol.
Yeah.
And it's probably one of my best songs. I'm gonna put that one out too because I wrote it. Like he sang it for me, but I wrote it.
Yeah.
And I produced it and did everything. But in New Orleans, that wasn't popular. So people were like, we don't know what to do with it. Like, you're going to have to take this to New York because here, that ain't going to go. And the majority of the people not going to listen to it. So I'm like, damn, man. My musical ear is like, man, this shit is hot.
Yeah.
They like, I don't know what to do with that. Like, I don't know. Video, like, they're not going to listen to it. And so I didn't feel like I was going to get the respect that I deserved. So before Katrina, I was already leaving New Orleans. Because I was like, I got to get out of here because I don't fit.
Yeah.
I need to go somewhere where I fit because, I'm listening to Wu-Tang and all of the East Coast artists and the West Coast artists. I even listened to Scarface. Like, anything came off a rap a lot. We all had that in New Orleans. So it kind of pulled me in a different way, man.
Yeah.
So, but New Orleans, you had your juveniles. We actually had a few local rappers that could really, really, really rap, but they never blew. Because when you look at New Orleans, the landscape was Cash Money, No Limit.
Yeah.
And they pretty much absorbed everybody that was going to be popular. But we had artists like Tim Smooth, may he rest in peace.
You like Tim Smooth?
Man, I love Tim Smooth, man.
Tim Smooth, I was,
No, not the rap a lot thing. Before then.
Okay, yeah.
Before then, because he was the one that polished Mystical. That gave him,
yeah.
A lot of that was Tim.
Yeah.
Mystical was writing his own rhyme, I'm not going to say that, but Tim was showing him how to do it and how to put the comical and all of those things together because Tim performed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But we had Tim. We had a dude called Low Key.
Okay.
Low Key was really nice, man. And he was like, he had a song called Torture. If you ever get a chance to find that, go on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's a song called Torture by Low Key. Dude, that was the most rapping I ever heard coming out of New Orleans.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like lyrically.
I had a bad mystical joke when you said Tim Smooth showed him everything he knew. But since you talk, but since homie dead, you know what I'm saying? I ain't want to drop the bad mystical joke, man.
No. Tim ain't showing that, man. Tim Tim was a good dude.
First you tie up first. You understand? You gotta tie up.
Shit, man.
If you don't tie up, then she's gonna get away.
So let me ask you a question. Since you from New Orleans, how was Jay Elect received? Because I mean, I love Jay Elect, but I mean, to me, he was a lyrical dude that didn't sound like nobody out of New Orleans outside of his New Orleans accent.
Be honest, we never heard of him.
Damn. Okay.
Because his first shit was up north.
Yeah, when he did like the Exhibit C.
Yeah.
That's when we heard of him.
That's just Blaze.
That was the first y'all heard of him?
That's the first everybody heard of him because he was just Blaze.
I just assumed that like every other artist that pop out anywhere, you know, he gonna have a bunch of shit, you know, in New Orleans or whatever.
No music whatsoever in New Orleans.
Damn. Okay.
From what I heard, he was a producer at a point, but he was gone. He left New Orleans, and you know, like that accent is thick. But from what I know, he been out of New Orleans. Like, you know, he hadn't been in New Orleans in 25 years or some stuff like that. Like,
hey, so while we're there, yo, New Orleans top 5.
Ooh, that's a good one. And you know, we go through this a lot, but I can answer this fast.
Yeah.
In no particular order.
Yeah.
Kim Smooth, Mystical, Low Key, BG, and Fiend.
Ah, man, come on, bro.
Damn.
Come on, bro.
Time out. Hold on, bro. Let me ask you a question. I'm only assuming it's because we not from the city and this guy is mainstream. But how is Wayne not in your top 5?
How is Weezy F, baby, man?
I love Wayne. I think Wayne is a GOAT. But you said my top 5.
I'm just talking shit.
Yeah, if I had to, we looking at all of that. Ain't nobody did it better than Wayne. But Wayne's also younger than me. So when you look at Wayne, like Wayne was in school with my little cousin. They're the same age. And like the dudes who influenced me to make me want to rap was older than me.
You put Fiend over Wayne?
Fiend?
As far as my influences, yes. Wayne
Okay.
I picked my top 5 based on my influence.
Okay.
I based on where they should be ranked.
Hold on. BG not that much older. Like literally, BG ranked. How was Wayne though?
Wayne 40 as of last week.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm 41. I thought BG was like 42, 43.
He like 43.
Oh, okay.
So we're around that same age.
Yeah.
But long story short, but BG was he be everywhere though. Like when I came to Houston, the rapper that I saw all the time was Slim Thug. Like everywhere I went, Slim was there.
Yeah.
I even chopped it up with him a couple times, laughing about it. Like, damn, nigga, everywhere I go, I see you. Because at this particular summer, this was like 2009 summer. I'm talking about everywhere. We Pravada everywhere. Me and Slim always a section next to each other for some reason. And BG was like that in New Orleans. BG got around. Like he was in everything. Like he was, you know, he ain't never really had no beef because people really loved him like that until he got older because he was a street dude. But you know, when we was teenagers, you know, BG was everywhere. Like he messed with a girl around the corner. So, you know, Cash Money wasn't as popular then until they blew. But by the time they blew, I was living in South Dakota.
Would you say that because are you here for the Cash Money reunion when BG get out? Would you want to hear that?
I think that would be historical. I don't know how that's gonna work though, especially if they do a Hot Boys thing, because there's no way you're gonna get all of them in the same room.
From what I've been, I'm not in the loop, but from what I understand, Turk is down for it. Wayne is down for it. Juvie down for it. So it's about BG.
Yeah, I think if the money is right, all of them is down for it. But that's what it's gonna come down to. Like,
well, it sounds like Turk don't care. Turk down with whatever, from what I hear.
Yeah. You know, Turk trying to make his thing back, man. Because out of all of them, he was the one that didn't get a chance to really do that.
Yeah.
All of them went platinum and did all of that afterwards. Like Turk had an album that pretty much sold, and then he went to jail.
Turk was like my dark horse for a minute because Turk had like. Listening to his interview, his run right now is kind of refreshing. Like, because Turk had bars. They all had bars.
Yeah, nice albums, man. But he was the one, like, to be real, at that point, Turk was an uptown kid, man. All of them uptown kids, but Turk was outside.
Yeah.
Like, Turk was outside. Like, he was, I remember my partner and them had a studio that was uptown off a street named Cadiz.
Mm-hmm.
And shit, man, I went over there to pick my partner up like 9 in the morning. Turk already up and about it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, he was just like that. Like, whereas Wayne was like encapsulated, and like baby kept Wayne like that was like his son for real, for real.
Yeah. I'm gonna say the difference between a lot of other cities in Houston is that Houston is so big. Like
And New Orleans ain't like that.
everybody talks about other cities, but Houston, maybe LA, but Houston is so big.
Yeah.
Like just literally big.
LA like that. So LA is like that as well. That's why I ain't like Atlanta. Because to me, Atlanta was slow. I got to Atlanta and everybody was like, oh man, Atlanta, this big city, X, Y, and Z. And I got to Atlanta and I'm like, this it? Y'all got like one major freeway? Like it was, I felt like I was in the country the entire time.
Atlanta's like New York, bro. It's a bunch of people in a small space.
But then I get to,
a lot of people from New York. Like
yeah,
a lot of people from New York go to Atlanta because they feel like they can go down there and make that dough.
Yeah.
So it's a hub city.
Yeah.
Where they because it's a major airport and people just get there and they lay there.
Yeah.
So,
Houston is so big though, so like
you drive an hour in Houston and I feel like I'm just in a city. Period. You know what I'm saying?
I drive out to work every day.
You drive an hour in Atlanta, you didn't drive through like 4 different cities. I feel like I done drove through a little small forest. You know what I'm saying? I hate
Marietta to
yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
Cobb County.
It depends on where you're going because if you doing that north to south, that's a hike because you sitting 2-3 hours of traffic easy.
Hey man,
we're talking about Houston?
Yeah,
no, Atlanta.
Oh no, Atlanta. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Atlanta trash, bro. Like because there's only one main artery. It seemed to me. It seemed like.
Speaking of arteries, my face is shining right now, and you know why it's shining, man? I got this Nourish, bro. This Nourish, man.
Still pushing that, huh?
I'm still pushing the Nourish, man. Nourish, man. It's a great
product.
Oh,
you got you a better camera, bro. Okay.
It's the same camera, bro. I ain't switched up, man. I don't know what's switched up, man. You know what I'm saying?
What's that do, man?
Basically, it's a facial set. Got the little, Nourish, kind of like 4 or 5 of these in here, man. They have different, it's different ones. I'm picking different ones, but they different, and it's facial body creams. Some of them rub in, some of them you wash off, man. Basically, I go to nourish.com. Check it out, man.
I'm gonna need you to get your pitch up a little better, man, because you're not telling us what it do. You just kind of giving us the Cliff Notes version of I bought this box and it got 5 different vials of stuff in it.
You're right, man.
Some of it you wash on, some of it you leave on. But what does it do? What is giving you my glow, my brother?
Man, the glow is just from the Nourish, man. Like you put the Nourish on you.
Well, what main product are you using for the glow?
All of them. So it's like it has different. Like, well, I don't want to give away their business model because it's other people that get on the show and they want to steal.
But what's your favorite product out of that box?
My favorite one out of the box, man. I ain't gonna lie. I gotta look at it because I use them all. Probably the face mask, man. The Nourish by Overlay. I can't say the names they have unique names, so I don't want to mess them up. You know what I'm saying? But this one right here, I call it my green stuff. The Hulk. That's what I call it, the Hulk, because it's green. You let it put on your face for a second. It bubbles a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I use my little spoon they gave me. I got a little spoon. You know what I'm saying? I got right here. You in there. Let it bubble for a second, man, for 2 minutes. Washed it off, man. I feel like an angel pissed on my face, man.
I must say, since you got that box of Nourish,
yeah,
you've had some life experiences for the good. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie.
And we talked offline about your life experiences coming up, and I think
man,
you owe
shut
that
up,
to
man.
Nourish,
Stop
bro.
that, man.
I'm saying I think you owe that to Nourish. I think you owe it to the Nourish, bro, because
that's not for the pod, bro.
No, what I'm saying, it gave you that glow, bro, and that glow put you in position to be in the position.
Stop it. What's the name of the podcast, man?
Now let's begin the story.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to give my man some props and let him know that this godlike African glow he has. You know what I'm saying? H-Town's finest 16 Shots podcast.
I'm lighting with the blam blam.
That's all I'm trying to say, my brother, is that this glow that you got from the Nourish
trying
box.
to drop gems on people that I ain't ready to drop yet, man. That's the gem.
Tell me how you took it. I'm going to tell you what I meant.
I'm talking about better job opportunity. What you talking about?
I'm talking about,
Yeah,
The
Negro.
Love, man. The Love Project, man.
All right, so the name of that project, I was funny thing. Some the songs that I had, I'm just shooting them right now, man, because I've been sitting on so many songs. I was like, man, I'm not gonna no longer just sit on them. I'm like, I'm gonna just throw all of them out there.
Oh shit! Don't bring that up, Jesus. Jesus.
You gotta let the people hear it,
Bring
man.
what up? Hold on, what you talking about? Well, first off, before he go to his little diatribe, whatever he gonna say.
Oh,
you nigga.
No, I'm saying he said just let the songs go. Don't sit on them, and that was your whole soapbox.
That's been my soapbox for the last 20 years. But anyway,
that's the point where I got to it, man, because I'm sitting on so much music, and my ear is telling me that they're good.
Yeah.
So
why not put them out, man?
Huh?
Why not put them out, right?
Right, why not? They sitting there, they done. So those are 3 songs that I felt like were 3 different perspectives of love or passion, just that raw emotion. Like the Beautiful song. That's a song me talking to, and like I said, educated and gifted, wasn't raised by no bitches, but still you bad, all eyes can see. God is my witness.
Yeah.
That's like my ode to Black women, my ode to love, you know what I mean? And just different aspects of it. So the reason why I put the words in, like, inverted them and did all type of stuff, because it's, love all kind of ways, meaning like you can love something in a negative way and be obsessed with it, or you can love something in a beautiful way. So
I'm gonna say you put it the other way, love backwards is evil.
Yeah. So, and if you listen to like the Nothing at All, is me telling a girl, look, you fucked over me, now that I'm up, don't come back.
Mm-hmm.
So, this project is just, I felt like I was going to start putting out little EPs, because people digest music in different ways now. So it doesn't make sense to drop 20 songs, which I could. I'll just,
It does, but it doesn't, man. It does. Okay, let me go back while I was going to go before. Dub is a hater, right? I'm going to start there. He's a hater. Because I was telling him and the guys in 2004, 5, 6, I was like, hey, let's go ahead and do some of this singing stuff, man. Now, can I sing? Hell no, I can't sing. But I can hold a tone, I can hold a note, you know what I mean? Like these other cats that's singing, they can't sing either, you know what I'm saying? They can't sing at all. They sound worse than me. And they million billionaires. Can Wayne sing? No. Can Drake sing? No. Can shit. Let me sing, you know what I mean?
Right. But look, man, I record, most of my music is recorded at Third Coast recording studio.
I know exactly where it's at.
But it's in Midtown now. It used to be John Allen Stevens is the owner and engineer over there. And like he's my go-to guy, one of them.
Yeah.
And I've seen him do stuff with mixing.
Yeah.
That my dad would probably sit in the studio and lose his mind if he was still alive.
Because of the
your voice make it sound like you the best singer in the world, bro. Like John Allen did some stuff. I was like, wait, you can do that? I was like, man, that don't even sound like the person that was singing the song.
Yeah.
With Pro Tools, man, you can make anything happen.
Hey man, look, I got a couple songs out, you know what I'm saying? Once again, Dub is a hater. Like most of this pod is just me being able to hate on Dub, because like if I can't hate on him in person because he want to wrestle and stuff, but that's okay. But like even while I'm person, you know, so I don't get a chance to
tell the truth about why you don't hate on me in person.
The truth about because you can't wrestle good, bro. You're not a good wrestler. Anyway, like I was saying before, you try to make this tough guy stuff, because I'm not scared to wrestle you, bro.
I'm a happily married man. I don't do nothing tough, bro.
But I'm scared to wrestle you, man.
No, you're not scared of wrestling. Pause.
Okay. Yeah, but anyway, like I was going to say before y'all so really interrupted.
Scared of these hands, nigga.
But man, come on.
I'm in Houston. You know my address.
I'll be at your house soon, bro. You
can pull up tonight as soon as you get off, nigga. No, I got space and opportunity inside the driveway.
Don't have space, actually.
In the driveway, yes.
Why we go back to the driveway? Why we grown? We gotta be inside so that, you know what I'm saying, we can be outside like some heathens.
You ain't tearing up my house, nigga, no.
I forgot what I was gonna say, man. Oh, about the music, you know what I'm saying? I done had some constituents of the pod request the songs that I sang. You know what I'm saying?
Stop it. Now I will admit that the song you dropped is a nice song. and we probably should have let you sing on a few songs while we were actively making music. But you got to stop with the cap about people requesting a song. It probably was only 1 or 2 people requested that song.
Bruh.
It's an old song, or you just recently dropped it?
It's new.
It's like what, 2 years new?
Maybe 2, yeah. To
Why
the point.
you put it on, man? Where it's at?
It's on iTunes or Tidal, whatever. To the point where, like, I was chilling with a person not too long ago, and I'm the kind of person that I keep my stuff connected to my phone or whatever. I'm just playing music, you know what I'm saying? And the song come on, and they go off, and they're like, "Who is that?" I'm like, "Oh, that's me." They're like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, that was me. That was the song I did. You know, whatever. You know, I'm gonna drop the 16 Shots Pod song this week. It'll be on iTunes and what's called next week, and then I'm gonna
So let me get this straight.
Yeah. Stop, man. You finna fuck up, man.
So
I know you finna fuck up, man. Keep going.
You created a 16 shot song.
Yeah, I sent it to you like when I did it. The day I did it,
You didn't send me the song.
Bro, if you check your email, it's in there, bro.
What email you sent it to?
I don't want to say email out loud, but I sent it to the email.
You gotta send it to the 2530 media email, bro.
Oh no, I sent it to your personal media, your personal account. The day I did it, the one that's on the flipping. This is 16 shots. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about?
That song.
Yeah.
That song's been done.
I slapped box with lions ever since the 5th grade. I kicked ball with tires.
I thought you meant you created a new 16.
No, that was the old one. That was, anyway. So,
I got that song.
Yeah, I know you got it. You know what I mean? I got some new songs. I got some more songs that you ain't heard that you did. Like you got songs I did. I got songs you did that you ain't heard of, man.
You got songs with me on them that you redid?
That you know that you did.
I did the song.
You did the song.
You know what I wanted to tell you too? Interrupt y'all. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Please interrupt us because we be tripping.
You cut my partner Pan hair.
I know who.
He cut hair, right? Ain't he a barber?
Who?
With me?
Yeah.
No, I'm not a barber.
He need a barber right now.
I thought he was a barber. He looked like this other dude that cutting 80s.
You talking about I think I know what you're talking about off of Bissonnette?
I think so. Kirk.
Yeah, you talking about Kirk.
Yeah.
You know, Kirk moved his shop, Evolve.
Yes.
Yeah. You talking about Kirk? Yeah. And I know Kirk.
I had them confused. I've been thinking he was Kirk the whole time.
No. Kirk.
Oh, they resemble.
Yeah, they do. They actually do. Kirk got dreads.
Yeah, I thought he cut them off because I was like, damn, I've been thinking this the whole time. Like, man,
cut his dreads.
I did cut my dreads off, you know.
He had dreads too, but Kirk's dreads better than yours, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Kirk's dreads way better than your dreads.
That's cool, bro.
I'm fucking with you, though. His dreads were better than you. I just fucking with
It's okay, bro. You don't have hair, bro.
with you, man. I'm just fucking with you, bro.
I don't even get mad. I don't even get mad at your hair jokes anymore, bro.
Sensitive
I'm
thugs.
sensitive.
We
But
all need hugs.
if I start asking you questions about your love life, you're gonna get real sensitive, man.
Because that's personal, man. That's personal.
Nigga, my hair personal. This is where I get my strength.
Okay. Sam's in my bag.
Yeah, nigga.
No. But Kirk, yeah, you like I ain't put together just now, man. You do resemble Kirk. You got the same beard situation. Yeah, man.
Like at least brothers, not twins.
Cousins.
They look related, man.
Yeah, man. I'm not gonna pull Kirk picture up and put it up, man.
No.
What y'all do had the same. Y'all got the same sneaky ass eyes, everything, man.
I don't know what that means.
You know, Kirk.
I can't even say that. I've heard that too many times in my life, man.
Kirk, the guy who called me and was like, "Hey, man, I'm trying to get this. I got this new process I'm trying to work on, man. And shit, you want to get the what?
Is that the nigga who put the man unit on you? Pause.
Is that a pause moment? Man union?
Yeah, he the one who put the hair unit on you, bro.
Yeah. So you saw the picture too? He was rolling around with the hairpiece.
Yeah, man.
Nigga had the nerve. He had the nerve to drop that photo in the group chat, man. We was like, what's wrong with this nigga, bro?
Y'all was on his top for that shit.
Bro.
Y'all was like, man, I don't know, man. Shit,
I wasn't like that because I ain't had no balding problems.
The only way you could pull that shit off is if you took that shit, put it on your head, and moved. Because your homeboys know you your whole life, dog.
Yeah. But it was accurate, though. It was accurate.
But see, nigga, your headline was like right here, bro.
It was not, man.
You need to do it again.
You wouldn't have never known him. You wouldn't have known you wouldn't have knew that it was like that. It would have been like, man, he
I'm
got
finna
that
go
shit
get it
so
again. Hold up, man. I'm finna go get it and pull it up.
I'll pay for it, bro. I've been encouraging you to do the shit. I really want you to go get the shit them niggas do where they put the hair piece on, but get the dreads.
No,
I will pay for that shit if you do it, bro. I swear I will, bro. I will. But you got to rock it for like a month.
Hey man, look, you just come back to Houston, man. You starting a new business, man. I don't want to go in your pocket like that because I would rock, you know what I'm saying, the Jimmy.
No, you got to do it for a month. If you get the dread shit, you got to do it for a month. I'll pay for it, bro.
It won't last for a month, bro. I'm active, man. I hoop.
No, you got to keep redoing it, my nigga. You got to keep the maintenance up like you a bad bitch with weave.
See how he trying to make me seem some kind of way, man. He got like you a bad bitch with weave. Wow, I would never use those sentences in your name. I would never do that to you, man.
Bro. I didn't mean like in a negative way.
That's what
like
you said though. You said like I said
a bad
bitch with weave.
A bad bitch
like one.
Yeah, a bad bitch ain't negative, bro.
He didn't say you were. He said you just gotta act like one if you get that.
Yeah.
So if I said you gotta act like a gay nigga with, you know, like, come on, why you gotta put me in that whole situation?
Well, hold on, you gotta finish the statement. A gay nigga with what? And then I'm gonna see if it's negative or not.
With
so being gay is negative?
No, acting like a gay nigga and you're not a gay nigga. That's what I'm saying. I'm not a bad bitch, so I gotta act like a bad bitch.
Nah, a bad bitch is like you got a long flowing weave and you confident, bro. When you walk in the club, all the niggas want you. That's what you gonna be with dreads or with a man unit.
How do we pivot from this, man? Speaking of the pivot, man. Speaking of the pivot, he gonna talk to his wife now.
JB got mad because I called him. I said he should get the man unit and look like a bad bitch.
See, your wife laughed at you, man, because that's a good thing to do. She's like,
no, she laughed at you, actually.
Why she laughed at me? I ain't say it. You said it. I ain't said a word. She mad. I ain't gonna see. I ain't gotta see.
Now he's trying to slander your name, baby.
I ain't said a word. What I say? What I say? She say say what you want to say, nigga. Is space in the yard. That's what you just told me. Your wife is beautiful, man. I love your wife. I love Kevin's wife, man. How? Speaking of wives, and significant others, man. What y'all doing for Christmas, man? What's the Christmas situation for everybody's? Are we doing parties this year? Are we chilling? You know, this is like the first Christmas really like last Christmas was the Christmas after COVID, so everybody was kind of. This is Christmas like where it's 2022, COVID's a year gone, monkeypox ain't really hit us hard. You know, are we doing parties this year?
I want to travel for my holiday. I mean, for Thanksgiving, I'm gonna be in New Orleans by my mama, but Christmas, man, I rather stamp a passport. To be honest, like, you know, buying gifts and sitting in the house. We sat in the house for about 2-3 years now, so I'm ready to get out and about, man.
Y'all sat in the house, man. I was out in the streets, man. Oh my God, I ain't had a chance to sit yet, man. Boy, not talking about y'all. I'm just talking about like, man, I was looking at
I don't know, man, because you was criticizing people during COVID about not being in the house and following directions. Are you now saying that you were out and about not following directions?
No, what I'm saying is that what I was going to say before you cut me off, my brother from another, is that when COVID hit, our efforts had to double and triple. So I ain't get a chance. Like when COVID hit, all the organizations trying to kind of unite it to an extent, and so I didn't get a chance to sit down really. You know what I'm saying? I didn't catch COVID during the COVID because I was out in the streets, and I was always, you know, masked up, doing food drives, doing water giveaways, So I never got a chance to really. I didn't experience COVID like most people did. I was out, and when after March, we had school, so I had 25 kids every day. You know, for school, we did it, you know, so I never got a chance to really experience COVID the way I didn't get COVID till like a year and a half afterwards.
I never caught COVID.
I thought I caught COVID.
I said I thought I caught COVID. I ain't never catch it. I couldn't get off work, nigga. I worked the entire time through COVID.
Yeah, I agree with you. But I forgot where I was going with this. Oh, okay. Kill, marry. What was it? Kill, marry what? Kill, marry, kiss? What is it, Doug? Is it kill, marry?
I thought it was kill, marry, and sell, bro.
Sell. Okay, kill, marry, sell. Halle Berry, Maya, Ashanti.
That's your top three?
No, you got to kill one, you got to marry one, you got to sell one.
What's the choices?
Halle Berry, Ashanti, Maya.
Mary Maya.
Man, my guy, man. Can I get some hand claps for that, bro? Can I get some hand claps, man? He don't want
Marcus,
hand
you
clap.
agree with it? No.
Yeah, man.
No.
You hand clap.
Maya.
Hater,
I'm
man.
gonna tell
Where
you
my
why,
phone
man.
at?
I remember meeting Maya when she was messing with Silk, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Shaka?
Her and Silk the Shocker was together for a while.
Mm-hmm.
They used to come to LSU and be, he used to play basketball at the rec a lot. That she still look exactly the same.
She a little thicker. She a little bit thicker.
She got thicker, but I'm saying
now.
she didn't age like a lot of people aged. She still look young, man. She still looks young. So her, I kill Halle Berry. Something must be wrong with her. Dudes be leaving her fast and furious, like, so something got to be wrong with her. And I'll sell Ashanti because she ain't got no loyalty in her bone.
Damn, White said she ain't got no loyalty because she left Future.
Nah,
Ashanti left Future.
Oh, Ashanti left Nelly.
That's Sierra. I'm tripping. No, it was Sierra, bro.
Sierra.
It was Sierra in the first little situation.
Oh yeah. Well, with Sierra, I don't have no problem with Sierra.
Because I said I married Sierra.
I can see that.
We didn't even say Sarah. We said Ashanti.
I'm saying the first iteration of this game, bro. Not tonight.
Sierra was in there.
The first iteration of the game was Sierra.
Oh,
I ain't talking about tonight.
you sure?
I'm not sure, Bug, but if you want to, sure, you're
I don't
right.
know.
I'm
I
wrong.
don't know. I thought we said.
But for the
I
three
know.
that you gave me, Ashanti is getting sold.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And Maya, man, people don't be giving Maya her note, bro. Maya is like.
And she's still touring. She's still getting up there,
Shout out to Simo, man, Chris Moore, man, and Ashanti. He wrote. She had an album she did after, and it was in Houston. She was in Houston for a while, and he did her album. He wrote most of the album. Simo, you know Simo, Dub.
Corey Moore?
No, not Corey Moore. Chris Moore.
Oh, okay.
He was part of a R&B group, Seville, 713. Yeah.
Yeah, didn't Maya shoot that H-Time? Was it the Fat Pat shit? What was it that she was in? It was some Houston show shot in Houston. She was in.
Yeah, she was living in Houston for like her. At least it was, Houston. 50 Cent is on the backside of what's going down. Houston been the second Hollywood for a minute, bro.
I don't know about that. Well, they weren't really doing no movies.
She was
They wasn't doing movies. That's somebody, but
Nah.
everybody was living down here.
Oh yeah.
No, she was living out here because Maya was doing that show called Fifth Ward, bro.
And she was what's called doing albums.
Who?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she was doing them, but
She was making
Yeah,
music.
what's called she was on Simo was doing the albums, and I want to say I don't want to say was she on rap? Was she on rap a lot?
I don't know. She was on
I don't
Rap A
know.
Lot, bro.
I don't think
Yeah,
so.
I don't think she was on Rap A Lot. I think she was just down here shooting the show and making music.
she might have done work with them, but I don't think she was on rap.
It's been a lot of people on Rap a Lot records. Like Salt was on Rap a Lot, Trex was on Rap a Lot. It's been a lot of people. Like it was a period of time when a lot of the vets hopped on Rap a Lot because Rap a Lot it's just distribution. So they would get on Rap a Lot for distribution, going through Virgin Records. You know what I'm saying?
I think Rap a Lot seen from the outside, a lot of them people was disgruntled with their labels, and Rap a Lot kind of kept people off them.
Yeah, that too, and that too. Because
I know Bun B said that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That helped them out.
Yeah. Because the plan was for Rap a Lot, Murder Inc. and Death Row to do this to merge and have a distribution. What's called it? You know what I'm saying? But we know what happened with that.
That went bad. But you know what's funny? I don't know how that ever was gonna work.
I think it worked. Perfect.
When you look at what Suge was doing at the time, they all just had really different personalities, and I don't think Jay Prince was gonna get along with neither one of them long term because he's so like strategic and laid back with it.
Mm-hmm.
Irv is like a loudmouth and he says whatever he wants. He's really New York.
Yeah.
When it comes down to it, and no matter what anybody thinks about Prince, he still moves in a certain way.
Yeah.
He still has the old school way of moving and moving with methodically and with purpose. And Suge was out here doing a lot of shit that Prince wasn't gonna never be a part of. And then, you know, Irv kind of got himself washed up when 50 Cent put them to sleep. You know, but I don't know how that was ever gonna work. There was three dominant personalities. I don't know how that was gonna work out. I mean, I understood the idea of it.
Yeah, I think I think that might have been a perfect mix because, you know, we talking about businesses, you know, I mean, I've been a part of some successful businesses, some unsuccessful businesses, whatever you want, how you want to say it. But a lot of times people think that businesses have to be structured in a way, a certain high, in a pyramid form, when you have top, 2, 3, you know. But sometimes you can have, you know, 1, 2, 3, and these 3 come this way, these 3 come, you know what I mean? You don't have to have a symmetrical order of hierarchy.
But what you do have to have is a respect. And
if we see, that's the thing though. I think it's enough respect with them 3 guys and Jay Prince being a quote unquote OG that they might have I don't know, they might have like followed him, like listen to what he said. Because when you're in business, you can have, like, us 3 can be in business and have 3 different personalities. But if there's a mutual respect for, let's just, you know, say Bug is the seasoned guy in his business and he's the OG, you know, we're gonna put our situations to the side and we're gonna follow him because he has a proven track record of what he's doing is good.
I agree with that. I move like that, but I don't see Suge doing that, and I damn sure don't see Irv doing that.
Irv a businessman though. Irv has put his personality aside for business. Irv has put his personality aside for business and got the business done because him and Dame kind of did it. So yeah, him and Dame are 2 big personalities.
Irv at the time was trying to get on them, and Jay and them had the money.
Well, Irv and them was but Irv, but by the time they was talking about doing it, the conglomerate shit, like
no. But do you realize the Murder Inc. was Jay-Z, Ja Rule,
and DMX.
Mm-hmm. The first time that they ever appeared on a song was on a Mike Geronimo song.
Yeah.
So that was long ago.
That's 96, 90. No, it's not
96. That was
94,
like
95. 92.
Like 93, 92.
Yeah.
Mike Geronimo was popping.
Yeah.
So Irv kind of, like, Jay and them had the money and Irv didn't. Irv talked his way into a record label after that.
Yeah.
So when Jay said it himself, you see who a person really is when both of y'all got money. Because if I got money and you don't, you need me.
Yeah.
When we both got money, we see what's up.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that would have been that kind of way. Because if you watch Irv, man, Irv is brash. You know what I'm saying? He kind of like on the ignorant tip. Jay not with that. That's why Jay and Dame eventually had to split. It was going to happen at some point because their personalities is just totally different.
Yeah.
And
but on the other side, the reason why Jay was able to be in certain situations is because Dame was brash. Like, it's like you need it's a yin and a yang. You need the black and the white, the up and the down. You can't just have somebody that's always cool. You can't have somebody that's always brash. You need both parts to make things work.
They got to the point where no matter what we think, if we have all of these different personalities, one of these personalities have to shine. Like, you got to be a good soldier in order to be a great leader.
Mm-hmm.
When you came down to all of them, Dame and Jay was destined to move apart at some point. It just wasn't going to be amicable or not.
Yeah. I blame Jay for that. I think Jay is. I
don't think it's a blame.
I 100%.
I think it's all on Jay. I've heard interviews about people who were around that situation that said Jay himself was like, I need a CEO who don't want to be in the limelight. Let me shine. I can do all these things that he's doing. I can do them, and I don't need him around. I need a CEO who's gonna sit in the background and do what I say do. And the moment Dame was removed from that situation, the talent level dropped as well. Because Jay ain't a good CEO or runner of a label.
I don't believe that, because when you look at it, I think Jay just diversified what he was doing because music was changing.
You think? Well, so I'm saying, like, if I unobjectively objectively looked at it and say, let's say we put Dame over here, we put Jay right here, we put Irv right here, we put Suge right here. We put J right here, Lil J,
Right.
and we say,
Throw Master P in there too.
I can't put Master P in there, bro. That's in the conversation. We're just talking about these what's calling and saying what talent that we go and find and cultivate and put to the table. If you look at Irv, ain't nobody ran the game like Irv has out of all of them. Ain't nobody ran as far as like dominating music. Irv had it.
But the reason why Irv was able to, when we look at the moguls that dominated, like Puff,
yeah,
they be putting their names on production credits. And Irv was actually producing stuff. When you
but even Puff wasn't producing, but Puff was,
no. But I'm saying, his name was in those credits.
But like I said, I'm saying like kids come to you, right? And they got a hell of a jumper.
Right.
They got to jump out this world. They a spot up shooter. All you do is say, man, you know, if you can get one dribble, that spot up jumper makes you unstoppable, right?
Right.
You added a tweak, a little small tweak to make him unstoppable, right? That's Irv. That's Irv. That's Puff. I'm sorry. That's Puff.
That's Puff. Yeah, I'm about to say
Puff.
Irv.
Yeah, Puff is like big, you cold, but all this gangster street shit, no. Put that shit on a R&B beat.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
He is really good at employing the right people to do what
exactly. He did the same thing with Jodeci. The same, like, we can't deny Puffy. Puff got Jodeci, Mary J. Blige, Craig Mack. He got too many people that he's done this over and over with to say that we can't deny him. We can't deny Irv though, because Irv is like shit. Okay, Irv, Ashanti, Ja Rule, Charlie Baltimore, you know, all that. It's too much to deny Irv too. The way that Puff did it was this way, but they did different ways. So I'm like,
what about Dame?
I like Dame. I'm gonna tell you this. Yeah. Dame was, personality wise, Dame was what they needed at the moment, but he never evolved conversationally. And like he's an intelligent guy, but he's stubborn and he wants what he wants when he wants it, and that only works when you're on top. When you actually have to mend relationships or nurture relationships, he doesn't do a good job at that. And that was I think the thing that rubbed Jay wrong was like Jay saw where he was trying to take it and he wasn't gonna be able to take it there with Dame on his side. And that's what I meant by eventually they had to split. I don't think it's a good or bad thing. I just think that they grew apart.
Are the relationship with black folk or white folk?
What you mean with Jay?
The relationships that Jay wants to keep together, are those with other black folks?
Well,
or those with white folks.
Even Currency sued Dame, bro.
But well, hold up. When Currency sued Dame, we can go and look at Currency suing Dame, and we can also go see Currency saying like, I ain't suing him on no I hate him shit. I just sued him because it was some legal shit. But I still got love for Dame.
Right, he got love for Dame because he felt like Dame showed him a lot of shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But they ain't having with Jay. You ain't never heard nobody say, "I don't fuck with." I sued Jay, or I did, and then I still fuck with Jay. It's like fuck Jay.
Ain't nobody ever sued Jay.
Yeah, because Jay. Well, you can't sue Jay because Jay is just he ain't doing business like that. He's not the person that's really, like, once again, you can't sue Jay because Jay ain't the person that's putting his hands on the shit to make it work. Jay's just the figurehead that said, oh, I'm Jay-Z.
He was. What about when he was president of Def Jam?
Yeah, Def Jam fell off. That's when Def Jam fell off.
Def Jam fell off because they got bought out and they changed their business model. But that's not act like at the time, the people that he had, like, dog, he got
Rihanna and Rick Ross. That's it. And Jeezy. That's it.
What you mean? That's enough. Who else was popping like that at the time? That's when music changed. He still had Fabulous.
Fabulous before Jay.
But that was still under his direction?
No, that's before Jay.
I feel like every artist Jay signs, and I could be wrong, but it seems like every artist Jay signs is already an established artist. Even right now with Rock Nation, every artist he is signing is an older act that's already established or some shit like that.
But Rock Nation is managing now.
That's what I'm saying.
No, but explain the Meg shit, bro. Like when he signed her, it was like he was trying to get her away from a from a record label, and he ended up signing her to a deal, and that just added the amount of people she got to pay when she do a project.
No, Meg is not on record label with him. She's on a management deal.
She's a management deal.
But that's what I'm saying though. When he signed her to whatever management deal he signed her to,
Yeah,
like he wasn't looking out for her.
Yeah, but he ain't signed her. That's what I'm saying. Like at this point, and we get into semantics.
So who signed her? I'm asking for clarity. So
for
now,
clarity,
company.
She signed to Rock
not
Nation.
Working with her day to day. Rock Nation is his company.
Yeah,
does
and
he
Rock
own
Nation?
Rock Nation?
No, Rock Nation is a subsidiary
Of Live
Nation. And
But what it is the same thing like what he did with the champagne. It's basically, and he said this on the Kevin Hart thing. He said most people are concerned with owning 100% of nothing.
Yeah.
He said when you get the businesses, and most people who do business will tell you that, like you build businesses to sell businesses. That's just the way that it works. You build it, you make it be. That's how big business works, man.
You're right.
Everybody sells the business at a certain point. We ain't talking about the baby that you have that make you $30,000 a year. But when a company is making $100 million, $200 million, eventually you gonna sell that. That's just the way it works.
It depends.
No, I don't know about
that's
that.
Business. If it come through with a good enough offer, you get off that and you start another business.
Yeah. Why?
What you mean? Why?
What you mean?
Why?
Why?
Okay. Question. If I have a business that's generating me let's say a round number, $100 million a year, right? And I'm gonna sell it for $500 million, so I can start another business.
Yeah.
Or I'm gonna
keep.
Hold up. But I'm gonna keep making this $100 million for 5 years. Now it's the same thing. Like why would
No, it's not, because I just sold that business for $500 million. Now I have $500 million in the bank.
Yeah.
And now I'm gonna take a portion of that $500 million and start another company.
Yeah.
There could be another $100-200 million company.
So
and then I'm gonna sell that again.
What could
it could be. I got $500 million in the bank already, boo.
But it could be.
But Bull, you talking about generating money. If you bought it from me, that's $500 million liquid.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is,
if I don't sell it, I might not make another $100 million again off that company. What do you mean? Why wouldn't you? That's how this what I'm saying. It's work. That's how it works.
That's what I'm saying. I have a commodity over here that's generated $100 million over 2-3 years. That's my baseline. I've been making $100 a year. So if I make 80 one year, 110 next year, 70, 115, I'm averaging $100 million over 3-4 years.
But some people build businesses and they're not married to them. They just
yeah, I agree. I'm just saying that what I'm saying is, did Kroger sell out?
But that's a family-owned business.
Okay. Did Walmart sell out?
You naming all family-owned businesses, Bill? And then
is Rockefeller not family based?
Rockefeller Records?
Yeah.
No.
It's not Jay, Dame, and Biggs.
They not relatives?
Yeah, they're not relatives in blood, but they're relatives in spirit.
Them niggas don't even talk no more. Biggs talk.
Now they don't. But I'm saying, name. I'm trying to think of businesses. Did New Era sell out? Did
New Era was bought
by who?
A bunch of people, a few people actually. Because I want to say, who just bought that? I'm gonna get back to you with that one.
All right. What about Coke? What about Pepsi? What about
naming all companies that's on the stock market? You can go buy into Coke, Walmart.
Okay. What about you catch me off guard. This is the one time in a long time I got caught off guard. What about McDonald's?
They sold.
They sold out? No, they ain't selling.
They're not currently owned by the same family that started McDonald's though.
No. Ray Kroc still gets residuals from McDonald's. He ain't sell out his what you call it.
Yeah, but that's the same thing. Like you leverage the business and you keep what you could.
Yeah, but you ain't just like build the business up to sell it to go over here.
You do realize there are a lot of businessmen who that's their job. They create, sell, and create businesses.
Bro,
that's what
think
they
about
do.
it like this, bro. the apartment industry, right?
Yeah.
You see how you see all of these apartments pop up, and you see like Cortland Management and all of these people managing these apartments.
Mm-hmm.
They manage them to get them good, and then they sell them in about 4 or 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
They build it and they sell it, and that's their business model. They build it, make profit, they sell it, make more profit, buy another one, and they just keep moving on. I mean, that's how you build your portfolio. Obviously, you wouldn't sell it if it's not going to be profitable. Like when old boy sold BET. Remember, he sold BET so he can get that airline.
Bob Johnson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wanted a black-owned airline.
Yeah.
So he sold BET in order to get that black-owned airline. He made his billionaire in that deal too. So he made 2 billionaires out of that one deal.
Would you think I'm not saying, I'm not on no side of the fence on this right here. I'm just asking a question. Do you think that it would be more feasible for black people to keep businesses or sell businesses?
I think black people with a small business, we need mom and pop stores. We need restaurants and small stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But when it comes down to something, if you can grow it and it's big enough to sell, it just depends on what's the plan after you sell it. I don't think you should just sell it because the money is there. Mm-hmm. But if you have a plan and you're going to move it in, because I don't want to tell you something, man. It was, remember Carol's daughter?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. She leveraged that. She sold out, and like people were like, oh, she sold out and she did this. And then she took the money from that and been funding all of these other black businesses. You know what I'm saying? So she took the money that she sold out, because everybody's like, oh, she sold out to a white company. No, she sold 50% of the company. Mm-hmm. And that other 50, the money that she got from that 50%, she been paying for minority businesses to open their businesses. So she basically been giving them the loans that the banks won't give them. So I think it depends, man, on like what we try to get out of it. Like Jay said with the champagne, he got like 50% of the champagne. He said, but it's 50% of $1 billion industry or $1 billion company. Yeah. Why would you want to have 100% of something that don't make nothing? Or you can take 50% of something that make $1 billion.
Do you think Jay keeping that business with him, and this is the part that I'll be on. I feel like sometimes they feel like, shit, let me get off this because I can sell it and make more to do over here. But what I'm saying is me keeping it and being able to cultivate it and have control over it, because like St. Ives or any other business that you can think of, I'm just talking about liquor, that's why it came in my head. But just us keeping it, we can have control of this for the long run. Like if I'm saying I'm gonna sell because the money's right, well, yeah, the money's right. But then when I'm selling it, now they finna do what they want, like FUBU, like Fat Farm, like all these companies, and now it's like the public is looking at it like, oh, that's Fat Farm, I'm gonna buy it. But I'm not really buying into Fat Farm. I'm buying into JC Penney's or whatever who they sell to, and the money's not being distributed the way it looks. Like perception and perspective is everything.
Yeah, but most of these people who do these businesses are lifelong businessmen. They're not tied down to one idea. They pretty much got an expanded portfolio to where they have multiple businesses at one time.
That's individual. It's my individuals. I'm talking about, and
like family businesses don't sell like that.
I'm saying that what you're talking about is the individual. What I'm talking about is the diaspora. Like, yeah, like when I sell FUBU, yeah, XYZ, what's his name? I forgot his name, or the three brothers.
Damon John. But look, by Damon John selling FUBU, or that group selling FUBU, look at some of the doors it's opened up for him and his other business endeavors, where he's funded other businesses. He is now owner of multiple black businesses and funds other black businesses as well.
Well, question, was FUBU failing? Was FUBU failing?
You don't sell it when it's failing, though, Book.
Was it failing? I'm asking the question.
No, it wasn't. You sell it at a type.
Hold on, let me finish. It wasn't failing. If it's not failing, it's not.
Nobody wants to buy anything failing, boo.
Yeah, exactly.
Why would you wait till it's failing to sell it?
But you're not hearing what I'm saying. If it's not failing and it's doing well, and so I sell it to somebody else, and so now the people who I marketed to are buying it based on thinking, oh, that's FUBU, literally for us by us, but we don't got nothing to do with that.
But when they
That's not true, because when he sold it, he still had something to do with it.
and then when they also sold it, it wasn't selling like that. It was in Burlington by the time they started selling it. It wasn't.
It was
moving
still
like that.
doing. It was. You think Burlington don't sell? You think Burlington
No,
don't make money?
FUBU wasn't selling like that no more. 'Cause remember, the last thing that FUBU made was the FUBU Platinum.
That was.
And
Well, that was
I
a
ain't
long
had
time
never
ago.
Fat Albert shit on my shirt. I ain't wear none of that.
I did buy a Fat Albert shirt out of Suit Mart.
See, so they sold it at a point where it wasn't.
But why sell it, man?
But peep this though, Bug.
Why sell it?
But peep this though, Bug. Not even on no race shit. The dealership that I used to work for, that I no longer work for,
Yeah.
the parent company is a dealership
Yeah.
group. All they do is buy and sell dealerships. So let's say I'll buy a Ford dealership. I'll cultivate it for a couple of years. It gets hot. I sell it at its height. That money I get, I sold it. I take half of that money I got, and I buy another dealership, and I put that money in the bank. And now I'm buying another dealership. I do that 10, 20 times. So when COVID came around, when some of your dealerships were going out of business, they had enough liquid cash to float them by their practice of buying and selling dealerships, to be able to float them on the dealerships that they had currently going. So it's not a negative if you are a business person or business group and your business model is buying and selling businesses.
That's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying though. This is what I'm saying though. What I'm saying is, and what I'm saying is this. I'm not knocking the business model when it comes to monetary or to being lucrative. What I'm saying is that if you want to be successful as a race, as a community, as a culture, money can't be the motivation. If money is the motivation, like, nah, I'll make 10% profit every year for 20 years to keep my culture going. You think Fiesta is
not true.
No,
but Fiesta is not even owned by Latin people, Book.
That's what I'm saying. You think no, Fiesta not what? Say it again.
It's not owned by Latin people.
It's owned by white people.
It's not owned by Latin people. It's owned by white people, bro.
All of them?
Fiesta is not owned by Latin people.
Okay, I'm wrong.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that if I think to myself, if my motivation is money, then certain things are, I'll do that. But if my motivation is longevity and keeping my culture going, then there's certain things I'm gonna say no to.
Well, look, this is just it as the business side of it goes.
Yeah.
Me having a business degree, when you sit in there and they start telling you these things, like, you have to have the ability to apply whatever you learn, right? Mm-hmm. But you also have to understand principles. So just like how you said they have these people that deal with the city that actually, forecast what's going to happen. You have to forecast in business. You know at a point that this business has reached its plateau. It is this particular business is not going to grow. If it's some land or something that we own, I ain't never selling that. And I tell my kids, don't never sell that. Like, that's yours. You keep that. You know what I mean? Like, you hold on to that. But if we have a business that's sellable and we can profit off of it, because we don't want to be pimping ourselves out for money. But if we can make enough money to be able to change our situation or to be able to grow us, we have to explore that. Now,
that's the feathery line that I would talk about. Because to me, I'm like shit.
Because
that's tough, man. That's tough, bro.
Think about this. There's people who've passed up on business opportunities and then they go bankrupt or they go out of business or their business failed because they thought that shit was going to last forever. Yeah. Because they didn't see the long game in it. Because in the forecast, you have to say, okay, how many businesses are doing the same thing that I'm doing? In the next 5 years, how many businesses are going to be doing this? In the next 10 years, what is this going to be looking like?
Yeah.
What is our profit margin now? How long is this profit margin going to remain steady? If the economy shifts, do they do this? And like with clothing is not restaurants. Like, if you got a barber or you got a favorite restaurant, that's pretty much going to be your favorite shit for the rest of your life, right?
Yeah.
We just had that point.
So why sell FUBU then?
Because if I'm selling baggy FUBU jeans,
no, it's I can change the model of my. I can change the style of my FUBU. I can change it anytime I want to. They fuck with my brand.
It ain't just it's not just like even Sean John. Sean John sold. Rockaware sold. Because people get attached to the name.
To the name, not the product, the name.
Whatever. So they sold that and you can start another product.
Hold up. If I'm attached to the name, if at any point I'm like whatever the NBA put out, we're gonna buy it. Whatever the NFL put out, we're gonna buy it. Whatever Sean John put out, we're gonna buy it.
That's not true as far as clothing because clothing changed so much. Like
we could change it if Sean John is tight pants,
but I think
in 2000.
I think
when they attach your name to a certain thing, you can't get past that. Like
I could change it, but I could change it, right? I can't change it.
I think you're missing the point that when these guys sold these companies at said time, what they did with the profits from those companies.
Fuck what they did with it, man. That's what I'm saying. You missed the point.
But if you can't talk, if you can't, no, I'm not arguing with you, bro. No, we're having a conversation.
Yeah.
If you can't speak to what they did with those funds,
fuck what they did, man.
You can't say fuck what they did. Though.
Yeah, fuck what they did, bro. Because I'm saying,
you can't say that though.
Yeah, I can because I'm saying like you saying that they got the money and this mother shit, but I'm saying that motherfucker, look at the long run. Look at the long run.
You're not addressing the other shit though.
No, but I'm addressing the real shit.
They wouldn't have sold it if they figured like it was gonna be a longer run.
They didn't think that shit, but I'm saying that.
I'm sure they did, Boog. You always say people don't think it because that fits what you think about it, but that doesn't mean they didn't because these people have boards. These boards said that they pay people to forecast these businesses. Look, the 3 dudes or 4 dudes who did FUBU, none of them motherfuckers grew up. None of them graduated from Harvard.
Exactly.
Ain't none of them sat in a room and learned how to forecast a business model. That's some shit they had to learn. So they pay somebody to come in and do that.
Okay.
Right. So them people, I'm sure, told them, hey man, if you're gonna sell now, because this is when it's peaking. You can't sell a business on the way down because it devalues. You have to sell it when it's at the top. So when it's at the peak and it's about to start.
You're wrong. You 100% wrong, bro.
I'm not 100% wrong.
Yes,
that's how
he's not 100% wrong.
Watch this. Louis Vuitton, Gucci, you name any fashion long term.
Let me stop you right there because all those you do realize all those separate brands are owned by one house. You know that, right?
What I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. How many times did Louis Vuitton go to somebody's like, we're gonna sell all our product to somebody else, or we're gonna sell out
Louis Vuitton is a subsidiary or arm of a entity.
100%.
So is FUBU arm of somebody else? At first they wouldn't know. Exactly. So
that's why they sold, boo.
Why would I sell? You just said Louis Vuitton is not an arm of somebody else.
But why do you feel like you want to hold on to the business and do that?
Because it makes sense.
What is it beneficial for you?
You can't establish longevity if you don't have longevity.
They had as long as they could. That's why they got rid of it and moved on. They call it diversifying.
No, that makes sense, bro. So
how does diversification not make sense?
Okay.
So when you
how long did Louis Vuitton hang on before they fell off?
They never fell off.
Exactly. So how long did FUBU hang on before they fell off?
The black fashion?
How long did FUBU hang on before they fell off?
They never fell off.
No,
exactly. They sold out before they fell off.
No, they didn't. They fell off and sold out.
No, they sold out before they fell off.
If you want to know the truth, they were on a decline when they sold, and once they were selling, the thought process was this FUBU Platinum would bring them back up. So they sold, created FUBU Platinum, but the FUBU Platinum brand didn't bring them back up. It was a dying brand. Now, they actually were able to offload that shit and get paid. FUBU Platinum was an attempt to bolster FUBU back up. 1,000%.
I'm saying
at the time when FUBU was in, you got to look at it. You had NYC, you had FUBU,
Post No Bills,
Pele,
Fat Form.
You had all of these different ones, and it was just moving at that time. But fashion changed. Think about it now. None of that shit would sell right now. I don't give a fuck.
At no point in the history of selling has there only been one
I'm not talking about one. I'm saying the volatile nature of urban fashion.
Okay, what you talking about? High fashion?
No,
When
not
has it
high
been
fashion.
one? Okay, no, I'm
Urban
asking you.
fashion.
When has it been one high fashion company? Or when has it been only
You're
one?
not listening. The high fashion company that exists, those brands are under damn near one fashion house.
Who?
I don't know the name of the fucking fashion house.
No, I'm saying
It's something like that.
You saying that Gucci and Inyachi or Inyache, they not all fucking with each other?
Louis Vuitton, something else, they all under one fashion house.
They're different entities working under the same. Like, come on, man. Come on, bro.
Actually, if you drive down, and that's what I was trying to tell you earlier, if you drive down the freeway 45 or whatever, a lot of those dealerships you see, Audi, Volkswagen, Ford, Chevrolet, they're separate dealership brands owned by one umbrella company dealership.
Yeah,
group.
but I mean that's
the same thing in fashion.
It's perceived.
It's the same thing. Foot Locker, Foot Action, fucking Finish Line, they're all owned by one company.
Same company, yeah.
Yeah. They weren't at first, but they are now.
But what I'm saying is all that shit is perceived what's the word? Like what I'm saying is like if I buy the same Mercedes-Benz in Houston, it's a different price as the same Mercedes-Benz in Germany, right?
But it's a difference though.
What's the difference?
Because that Mercedes-Benz is a German car.
Yeah.
So in Germany, those shits are cheaper than in America. Mm-hmm. But in Germany, the Chevrolet is higher than it is in America.
Yeah.
Because it's import.
But is the Chevrolet in Germany the same increased price as the Chevrolet as the Mercedes in US? No.
Yes, the inflation is the same.
So you're telling me that I buy a Mercedes in the US?
Yes.
Hold on. A Mercedes in the US has the same inflation as a Mustang in Germany. No,
inflation is inflation, but now you're talking about two different currencies, or you're talking about two different what's the word I'm looking for? You're talking about two different countries. So the inflation the inflation might be different depending on what the value of their currency is. Yeah, but inflation is inflation. So
hold up, Dub. If I go right now and say a 2022 Mustang in Germany and a 2022 Mustang in the US, and I go to a 2022 Benz and a 2000 in Germany and a 2022, like they don't have Mustangs as taxi cars in the US.
No. So that's what I'm saying. In the US, Mustangs are a premium muscle car.
Yeah,
but listen. But a Mercedes Benz or Audi is a luxury car. Now, if you go to Germany or Dubai or wherever, nigga, the fucking police car might be an Audi.
That's what I'm saying.
But the Mustang is being held like a luxury car.
Well, I'm saying it like once again. If I go to Germany, and the stock car of a Germany car is a stock car, but the stock car in Germany is a luxury car in the U.S. The stock car in the U.S. is not a luxury car in Germany.
You saying it's not?
It's not.
That's not true because you have.
It's a Camaro. It's a Ford Taurus luxury car in Germany.
So if you want to be technical about it, you might not have a Ford Taurus in Germany, but you might have a four-door Ford Falcon in Germany that they don't even make in the States. So that Ford Falcon is overseas is going to have a premium attached to it because they don't even make the fucking car in the United States, bro.
What's the Falcon?
See, you don't even know. So I don't even know what I'm talking to you about.
You got me, bro. A Falcon. But I'm saying, like, if I go to two cars that are in both countries, if I go to a Mercedes 350,
what are you trying to say?
I'm saying that what the perceived what's the word I'm looking for, man? Golly. The perceived like if I get a Mustang.
Okay, let me give you a real live example so we can be done. If you go to Australia, Maybe not today because the company died, but as of 3 years ago, you go to Australia and you go find you a what we have in America as a Chevrolet Caprice Detective. Y'all seen these cars before. They're the cars that the police drive or the detective drives. They are a new model Caprice that was not made for the civilian market. That car is dirt cheap. I can buy that car for 8-9 bands right now. It's all the performance of whatever muscle car Chevrolet put out. If I go to Australia, it's not called a Caprice. It has a different name attached to it, but it is a luxury vehicle. Every option that you want, panel sunroof, leather, hot cold seats, all that shit. It's got the 6.0 LS motor you want with the performance that you need.
Okay.
That car is a premium luxury car in Australia. You're going to pay a premium luxury charge for it. But when you roll to America, it's a police Caprice Detective.
Okay.
Same situation or vice versa when you get to the Benzes and shit. Every Benz over here in America you're gonna buy is gonna be what it is. It's a Benz. But you go to Germany where they're actually made, it's gonna be a little cheaper. That's why a lot of people in the military, if they over there, they buy their Benz and then they get it transported back to the United States because it's cheaper. So even after they pay all the money they have to pay to get it to fit U.S. specs, it's still cheaper than coming to the U.S. and going to the lot and pulling off with your Benz. It's why when you go overseas and you go to buy a G-Wagon, they look at you crazy and be like, this is a real off-road vehicle. You can go to overseas, hop in a G-Wagon and drive that G-Wagon, that $200,000 G-Wagon through a river. Now, it's still pricey because it's a G-Wagon, but you get what I'm saying? It's a true off-road utility vehicle over there. Over here, it is a staple of I made it. Let me pay this $300,000 for this G-Wagon.
I'm just confused. What does it got to do with the clothing, though, bud?
It has nothing to do with the clothing. It has nothing to do with the clothing.
You ready?
But because he wanted to go down that road,
You better
I
tie
went
this
down the
motherfucker
road.
in here,
Are
dog.
you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
What I'm saying is this. If I go to Foley's, is Foley's open?
You know it's not still open.
Oh, Macy's.
All right.
If I go to Macy's in the Galleria and buy a LV belt, it's gonna cost me $200 to $400.
Probably $600.
Maybe $600. Yeah,
Yeah.
to buy for the leather. Blah 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 blah. If I go online and get it shipped over, probably $150, $200.
No, it's still gonna pay the $600.
Are you sure?
If I'm shopping at Louis Vuitton online for that same belt, I'm paying the $600.
Okay.
Now to help you out,
for $200.
now to help you out, if you travel to Singapore and go shop, you might get it a couple of $100 cheaper.
Okay.
Yeah,
But you still gonna pay. You still gonna pay a premium.
What I'm saying is that the premium that's attached to that product is all perceptive price. Like it's not because the leather or the making, none of that is important. It's just the symbol. Because I can buy a belt that has the exact same specs that doesn't have an LV on it for $25. I can buy the exact same belt that has every single spec exactly the same as that LV belt without the LV patch, and get that. So it's perceived. It's like that's what branding is. Branding, the whole thing about branding is saying that because I'm 50 Cent, because I'm Mark Echo, because I'm whoever I am, I put my name on this, that means that costs more.
That's a fact. But the problem with the FUBU and the Sean Johns and those were merch attached to the height of let me say this. They never evolved in a way like Louis Vuitton and Gucci and all of those things did.
They didn't get a chance to.
They did, bro. How long you think they was gonna do it?
How long it took Louis Vuitton to get to where they was? Did it take 5 years or 20 or 25
But you
years?
don't know. But do you
I'm
know
asking you a question. How long it took?
But it's a difference because they didn't. But hold on, it's a difference because Louis Vuitton didn't start off in the fashion industry. You know that, right?
It doesn't matter what.
No,
what
it does
I
matter
agree.
because you have
okay.
to, because they didn't start off origin making clothes. They started off origin in one of them world wars making
Boots.
fucking no, it wasn't boots, Boog. It was actually
Bugs was making boots.
they were making luggage. It wasn't luggage per se. It was like what's them shit you might have? You put the treasure in a treasure chest. It ain't a chest. Oh, what the fuck's the name of that shit, bro? Like a tote or some shit. It was like luggage or something. They were making that during the World War where you would put stuff in. It's not, what the fuck you call it? Anyway, that's how they started out. And then they migrated on to the fashion. So they didn't start out making clothing. They started out making like, because them shits are still expensive, like $1,000 some dollars a bun. But anyway.
Are you talking about the LV, I know you're talking about the bags with because they started wearing the big ones too. But yeah, I know you're talking about.
So they made like chests and shit like that you could store stuff in, bro. That's what they actually originally started out making.
Laptop trunks.
There you go. They started making trunks. So they originally made trunks during one of the world wars, and then they migrate on to fashion. Same way with all of your brands. Like Rolls-Royce didn't start off as a car company. Rolls-Royce actually started off as a company that built airplane engines. Rolls-Royce is an airplane engine company in origin, and then they transferred and diversified to selling luxury cars.
Right, and then also
well, hold on. I'm gonna stop y'all right there, man. I'm gonna stop y'all right there. And this is gonna be a very pivotal moment in the pod. I'm gonna say, like, so if I tell you today in 2022, hey, Louis Vuitton is a Nazi company, would you stop buying Louis Vuitton?
Well, I don't buy it now.
I'm talking to anybody.
I don't buy it now.
I would, you know damn well, Bull. You didn't heard me say the same shit because you asked me this about Kanye.
Yeah,
I say this about R. Kelly. If I find out what you do don't align with my morals, I don't support it no more. But that's me. The majority of people don't feel that way.
But see, that's a tough question, Bull.
During World War II,
let me finish. Let me finish though. Bull, can I finish?
Go ahead.
That's a tough one because if that's the case, do you support the American space program?
Do I support him? Nah.
Why not?
Because I ain't going to space, my nigga.
So you have no. So are you a fan of NASA? Do you care about NASA at all?
Do I care?
Do you care, bro? Do you care about the space program? Do you care about the things and advancement in medical procedures that the space program has provided to us by their advancements in going to space, which has led to certain inventions of certain medical devices that help us in day to day. Like one small thing, LASIK surgery is an advancement that they got from technology that they built to make the space station and the shuttle dock. So do you care about the space program?
No.
You don't?
No, I don't.
So you don't? When I asked you if you would even be a supporter of the space program,
I say no.
Why not?
Because if you have to go to all that different you go to all those different witch scholars, like, nah. Because like I said, nah, like me, I'm like, Kev know me, you know me, I'm a hands-on dude, right? And I understand that there's intricate plots and different situations that we got to, intertwine into how we move. But if you're telling me that the Nazis are funding this so that we can do no.
Do you know who Warner von Braun is?
Warner von Braun?
Warner von Braun. Do you know who Warner von Braun is?
No, but I think he's German because his name is Von.
100%. But do you know who he is?
No, not exactly.
All right, so let me tell you who Warner von Braun is.
Mm-hmm.
Warner von Braun has been noted as the father of NASA.
Mm-hmm.
So next time you have a chance, go back and look at the early NASA photos.
Mm-hmm.
Look up Warner von Braun.
He's German? What you mean? What you saying?
And then you tell me what Warner von Braun did before he got asylum in the U.S.
Okay.
And then give me your Louis Vuitton argument, because I know about Louis Vuitton.
What I'm saying is, so you asked me about NASA, and I said no. But then I said I don't support NASA. But then I turned around.
Why do you not support NASA though?
Because I'm saying that we had enough problems to deal with here to deal with some shit in space. But what I'm saying, and I'm also saying that if I'm looking at saying that if Louis Vuitton collaborated with the Nazis, then I ain't fucking with Louis Vuitton.
Bet.
Like, it's that simple. Because y'all said,
do you fuck with Mercedes?
Hold up.
Do you fuck with Mercedes?
Hold up.
Do you fuck with Mercedes?
Hold up.
I'm asking you. Do you fuck with Mercedes?
Hold up.
It's a yes or no question. Do you fuck with Mercedes?
No, I'm gonna fuck with Mercedes.
Do you fuck with Volkswagen?
No, I don't. You said, hold up. Y'all said at the beginning of the pod, because Kanye was not fucking with XYZ, then y'all ain't fucking with Kanye. So then when I say, well, Louis,
that's not what we said. And
what y'all said?
What I said was, and he kind of backed me up. I said the fact that he would try to damage it on purpose.
Yeah,
that was my problem.
That's what we said.
I don't care.
Okay, so if Louis Vuitton is pro-Nazi, how are you pro Louis Vuitton?
Who said we was pro Louis Vuitton?
I'm asking. I'm not saying you are. I'm just asking.
I don't know where people's moral compasses are.
Yeah.
No, I'm asking both of y'all. If Louis Vuitton is pro-Nazi, are y'all pro Louis Vuitton?
No, not really. Anyway, but yeah. I don't think that's a fair.
How it's not fair? If Louis Vuitton,
I don't buy Louis Vuitton already.
No, I agree.
We're technically saying the exact same thing you said when I asked you about NASA though. So how you get mad?
This is what I'm saying. If they're saying that Louis Vuitton came to fame because they were Nazi, they were pro-Nazi, right? So anything Louis Vuitton to do, I'm gonna be like, nah, they came up on Nazi shit. So nah, fuck them.
So that's why I said in rebuttal, well, you still feel the same way about NASA because Werner von Braun was the head of the of Hitler's rocket program. So if you are anti that, then you should be anti NASA, which will make you anti a lot of medical developments that we as a society have been able to enjoy because of NASA research. It makes 100%.
How
does it not make sense?
You'd be anti-Pixar and Disney because Disney was a Nazi supporter.
How does it not make sense?
Exactly.
How does it? Werner von Braun was in charge of the entire Nazi rocket program, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna tell you why it don't make sense. If you're saying that this guy over here who's a scientist, not a German, not a Nazi, a person who was a scientist.
He was a Nazi, bro.
This is what I'm saying. No, was he a Nazi or was he a scientist that
Werner von Braun was a German Nazi scientist.
What was his views on science? What was his views?
The nigga was a Nazi.
No, what was his views? How you know he's Nazi? How you know he's Nazi?
Nigga, he got asylum in the U.S. because of his advancements in the rocket program. It's history, my guy. Werner von Braun was a Nazi rocket scientist who brought his whole team of Nazi scientists to America. If you go look at them early NASA photos, you'll see all kind of white men with scars in their face and all that shit because they were also Nazi soldiers who trained and practiced, and that was a badge of honor to get cut in your fucking face with a sword, bro. All of this shit is documented. This ain't made up.
And America basically gave asylum to a lot of people that was Nazis too. So,
if you want to keep it a complete being, America damn near is Nazi Germany on the low. If you really want to be 100 about it.
Yeah, we can't use America as an example, man. It's a lot of.
That's what I said.
The fuck?
So that's what I said. So I'm saying like.
But the only thing I said about Louis Vuitton, I don't think it wasn't fair for me to have to answer that because I don't support them already.
Yeah, I don't buy that shit.
Yeah.
So I could care less.
I'm making black brands, my boy. I'm like, if my partner make a shirt, I'm buying his shirt. You know what I'm saying?
Now, if you told me that the Foot Action and Foot Locker house brand, listen to what I'm saying. Why you saying stop?
Go ahead.
If you're telling me the Foot Action and Foot Locker house brands were built by Nazis, I might be in trouble because I bought them shits.
Von Braun worked as a Nazi. Hold on, what is that? Go back. I'm reading because I'm not trying to be.
You're really trying to debunk.
No.
You're really trying to prove somebody wrong.
Von Braun worked in the Nazi German rocket development program. He helped design and co-develop the V2 rocket. I can't say that word in World War II. Following the war, he secretly moved to the United States along with 1,600 other German scientists.
1,600?
Yeah.
Oh, you know some of them was racist as shit, dog.
I don't even know why you trying to do this, bro.
What you mean? So okay, so what is your
They got a side, bro. It's nothing. It's no secret that America gave Nazi German scientists asylum.
Why?
Because they wanted their technology.
So
Exactly.
you think so what you're saying is every Nazi was cool with Nazi shit.
What are you talking about?
I asked you a question. Every Nazi that was in Germany was cool with Nazi shit.
No.
I asked you a question. Answer the question, man. Answer the question.
I'm answering the question why you getting a temper tantrum. Of course, you know what?
Temper tantrum.
You like nuanced questions, though, man.
That's what I'm saying. He be trying to switch
answer
some
the question,
shit up.
man. Answer the question.
I'm trying to answer the question.
Compliance is just as good as you being a part. Like if you're a part of it, you compliant, you complicit.
Watch this. I'm gonna ask both of y'all. I'm gonna ask A.W.
The funny part is,
hold on, I can't finish.
I don't even remember what the original question was, bro.
Can I finish? Sir?
Yeah, man. Go ahead, go.
A.W. and KC, have you ever been in a situation where the company that you work for has a policy that you're not compliant with, but you like, damn, I'm gonna do this thing, but I'm not complying with what y'all going with, or I don't agree with what y'all doing with, but I'm looking beyond what y'all doing.
If you stand on your morals, you can quit. You can quit the job, right?
Did you quit?
I have quit. Yes.
Did you quit your job every time that the morals thing aligned?
I'm unemployed right now, 100%, because I didn't agree with the shit, so I quit. And I've done it before.
I didn't ask you
because
that.
If it's, I'm answering your question. If there is something going on with whatever the situation I'm in that is not in line with the morals that I stand on, I remove myself from said situation.
Every time?
Every time.
Every single time.
If I feel like I can't move forward with that shit morally wise, if it doesn't line up with what I stand on, if I have to compromise what I'm standing on, 100%, yes, I remove myself.
Every time?
Every time.
Okay. What about you, KC?
I ain't never really had no jobs that did that. The only one I did was when I was coaching at the Catholic school. And
which one? What kind of school?
I was coaching at St. Ambrose.
Nigga, I'll get on your ass about the Catholics, man. Because you know I was raised Catholic, so my dad I'll fuck with you though.
My dad's family was Catholic, but
yeah.
You know, just some of the stuff that I didn't. You know, once you start getting on in your religious process and your spiritual journey, it was just different for me.
Yeah,
but it didn't naturally align with what I was going through at the time, and it was a moment of time before I was quitting, so I wound up leaving. But that's the only time I ever been in a job that I feel like actually questioned what I stood on.
Yeah,
I ain't never really. I've been blessed to not have them situations.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. It's easy to turn. It's easy to turn your turn your back to some shit that's going on if it's something like, oh man, they raising the price up on this section of people.
Yeah.
It's totally different when you see a whole like race of people getting slaughtered just because they got blue eyes and curly hair, bro. And you just turn your back and be like, oh, I ain't got nothing to do with me and what I'm doing over here. Nah, bro, you with that shit.
Yeah, they was complicit with that shit. And like, even if it was just to save their life, they knew what type of time it was.
100%.
Yeah, they ain't free nobody, and they ain't take no shots to save nobody's life and nothing like that. So all of them Nazis, I don't care what they said. If you knew it and you let it go on, you was a part of it. Because that's what they say about us. Like, if I knew you was going to sell drugs, I'm in the conspiracy already because I knew.
Hey, RICO.
Yeah, I'm getting a RICO charge because I knew. So
if you told me when he came to America secretly, he came with 1,600 Jewish people that he saved from being slaughtered, that's one way. Yeah. But if you telling me after Hitler was killed, he seeked asylum in America with 1,600 of his scientists, nah, homie just said, oh, well, this faction lost.
Think about it like this, dog. That was at a time when travel was a little bit different. It was harder. You got 1,600 Nazis to America. That shit was orchestrated.
Yeah.
Like, the government knew what they was doing. He ain't sneak over here. They went and got that nigga. And they got everybody he said to bring with him. So he like, man, I ain't coming if you don't bring my boys.
Yeah.
Well, in the same breath, it's like, in the exact same breath, it's like I'm with y'all I'm not with. I'm just with. I'm with education. Like it's sometimes when you like shit. My job in this situation is to do this. I'm not here for the morality stance. I'm not here for the I'm just here because I'm a scientist. And so when you say I'm a scientist and they trying to use me this way, and he trying, I'm like, oh damn, I'm a scientist. Science is not moral. Science is not moral. Science is science. Like, okay, I got.
That's not true. I can't rock with that.
Okay, name a moral scientist, my nigga.
Somebody who studies how to make food stay. I don't know. Someone who is studying the science of helping improve farming.
Yeah, but you know, the Nazi scientists, bro, they wasn't just like they was like fucking making monsters.
Some of them were, but some of them was like some was just regular. Like Albert Einstein he was German. He was a Nazi scientist. But his plan when he split the atom, he wasn't splitting the atom to make a bomb. He was splitting the atom to on science. And the Nazis figured out, shit, you know this shit can make a big ass bomb, right?
And then he came to America and helped with the Manhattan Project, right?
Not exactly, but
yeah,
I mean,
no, 100%.
That's not. He was saying your the way that you put it in place is not exactly how it was.
This is how you read it in history. His studies laid the groundwork for the Manhattan Project.
It laid the project.
Same thing with Wernher von Braun. The nigga made rockets, bro. He literally made rockets with warheads attached to him. He wasn't making space exploration rockets. The nigga was making rockets with warheads attached to him, bro.
Well, all I'm saying is that
I'm gonna have to look him up because I ain't never heard of him.
Wernher von Braun, and it's crazy too because if you ever have a chance to go to Huntsville, Alabama, aka Rocket City, USA, if you ever have the chance to go to Huntsville, Alabama, it's like the second hub for NASA. So if you know I like space. So if you know about NASA, this is how it goes. Huntsville, Alabama builds the rockets. Florida launches the rockets in space. And of course, Houston orchestrates it all and communicates with astronauts. So every natural resource that's needed to do something with metal is in Alabama. So that's why Huntsville, Alabama is Rocket City, USA. You got your American battery there that makes missiles. You got Jeff Bezos and his Amazon shit that make the rockets there now. They're there. They repurposed the old NASA rocket factory. So you got Wernher von Braun Avenue, bro. You got Wernher von Braun Space Station, and it's crazy because people don't realize who Wernher von Braun was until they read up on him. So, but I like space though. I like NASA.
Yeah, I wouldn't never known that.
I mean, but it's complicated because he joined the Nazi Party. He left the Nazi Party.
But did you ever hear the stories of when the athletes was in front of Hitler and all that, and they was in the Olympics?
Yeah. Jesse Owens and all them, and
yeah, well, you know, Hitler and them was sliding the black people letters was like, hey man, this ain't got nothing to do with you. We don't have no problem with you.
Mm-hmm.
Our problem with the white people.
But hold up.
They was doing the same to the soldiers.
But in the same breath, Hitler was saying that no black athlete could be the white athlete. So even though he was telling them on the backside,
you gotta understand where Hitler came from. Hitler believed that he was a descendant from the Aryan race, which was a race of people from some fucking star.
He was crazy though.
Yeah,
but in the same breath, he was telling the black athletes, "Hey man, we ain't got a problem with you. You good." But on the backside, he was saying, "Can't no black athlete be the white athlete."
Yeah, because he thought that was superior.
That's what I'm saying. So he was playing both sides of the field. So we can't. So fuck Hitler and the asshole.
I'm fine. I ain't saying that. No, fuck the nigga.
So we can't bring him up.
You brought him up, nigga.
No, I ain't bring him up, but Kev brought him up.
No, you brought him up.
No, Kev brought him
Louis
up.
Vuitton up.
Kev just said that Hitler was telling
No. I'm saying from the beginning of this whole argument that we're down this rabbit hole.
Yeah.
You brought Hitler up.
No, I brought up the SS. I said that the SS was playing both sides of the field.
No, you 100% brought up Louis Vuitton and the Nazi support.
Yes, I said the Nazis were all the Louis Vuitton is a Nazi shit.
You can't bring up the Nazis and it's Hitler. You bring up Nazis as Hitler, bro.
Louis Vuitton is some Nazi shit. So if we some black people and we know the Nazis gave a shit about black people, we can't support shit that say Nazis. Yes or no?
Okay, yeah.
I'm asking you.
I say yes.
So every time you see a nigga with some LB, you should be like, man, that's some Nazi shit, right?
Sure.
But we don't do that shit because we're not educated. Because we feel like we try to put all these caveats to be blah, blah, blah.
Bro, you know, if people still listening to R. Kelly and defending him, nobody
That's what exactly. That's what I be saying, bro.
Nobody give a shit about that, man. Because
that's what I be saying.
I can't even listen to some of my favorite songs because they had R. Kelly in it, man.
I'll be saying, but what it is that, and to be honest and open, it's like it's not like we be trying to put an individual. If we go all the way to Kanye West, it's like we try to put an individual and make him the antithesis of a movement. And like, no, Kanye West is an individual, man, and he can be right, he can be wrong. Sometimes he's right, sometimes he's wrong. The White Life Matters, he might be wrong. He might be wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like I said at the beginning, I was like, man, let's see what it come. Let's see what he's saying before we judge him.
The only question that we had in rebut was, why is that not the same for how you brought up Gucci Mane? Why you don't have that same patience for Gucci?
You don't idolize
I
Gucci.
didn't because what is Gucci Mane saying? What is he saying?
What is Kanye saying?
Kanye, like if you think that Gucci Mane and Kanye are on the same level of intelligence, then just say that.
You can't say that, but you can't say they're not.
Let me answer this one. Because I know I listen to a lot of shit. Mm-hmm. If you do any research on Gucci, Gucci is not only smart, he is superbly and super intelligent. He has an extremely high IQ. You just don't like his subject matter rapping wise.
Yeah, if I'm that smart, why am I rapping like this?
Because that's what he was influenced by. Most people who rap or do music, you do your influences. Like for instance, my younger brother does music, right?
Yeah.
That's my brother. We share the same father. If we put us in a room and listen to the music we listen to, it's not even in the same arena. Like it's totally different because he was influenced because he was raised in Rapid City, South Dakota.
Yeah.
So his musical influences are different, and we got the same musical father. Mm-hmm. My dad gave me, like my dad was listening to Van Halen and Sly and the Family Stone because his guitar was his instrument of choice. So he liked everything with heavy guitar. So, we was listening to, Jimi Hendrix and stuff like that when I was a kid. I found the urban music myself.
Yeah.
My little brother, though, he's listening to like Evanescence and, different stuff like different music, alternative music. So he turns me on to like lo-fi music and all of these things. Because his influences are different. Where I'm sitting here telling you my favorite rapper was, BG and all of these type of stuff. So, the influences are make us who we are or what we are into. But that's only based on the pocket that we in. Like what we get to see, what we get to digest. That's what creates those things. Gucci Mane, from everything that I know, was raised in the hood, had to survive in the hood, grew up in the hood. Now that he's getting older, it seems as if he's moving away from the hood mentally, like he don't want to go back to jail. He realizes that. And that's okay. With Kanye, I'm not saying that Kanye is not supposed to have his own opinion.
Yeah.
Kanye can believe what he wants to believe. But as a black person, whether you say, if it's detrimental to the cause, whether it's me giving Donald Trump head on TV or me saying
head
good, that's how I felt like he was doing when he begged him for a hug and he turned him down.
Okay.
If you say Gucci Mane talking about guns and all that, and all of those are detrimental, all of it's detrimental.
I'm saying this. Gucci Mane is perpetuating a lifestyle that has never enhanced black people. Can we agree on? Can we agree on that?
Yes, I agree. But so is Kanye West.
So it's Kanye West. So why is Gucci? So why is Gucci Mane shit okay? And Kanye
we never said that. I just quit. We never said that. The question
why we talked about Kanye in the first place is because he did something specifically to be the opposite of what was going on for black people. And
hold on. My point was, let's let it play out and see what he's saying.
No, but let's let
it play out.
Always, but we've heard this from you before because you like Kanye, and I
like everybody, man. I like Gucci Mane
you really
too.
like Kanye.
No, that's not true. Yeah, you really like Kanye.
Shut the cat, nigga. I can name more Gucci Manes than you. I can name more Gucci Mane songs than you can, Dub, bro.
You got Gucci Mane Christmas album in your phone?
I listen to that.
I got Gucci Mane last 5 songs though.
Like I said, if you don't have a Christmas album in your phone, bro.
That was 2 years ago, man.
Nigga, I had to ask you when it was.
I'm just saying, I'm talking about today.
And actually, it was 4 years ago. But go ahead.
That's what I'm saying. I fuck with music on a different level, man.
But
just because I won't talk about. And see, I'll be sick of this bullshit. Just because you choose to spend your Thursday listening to random music, doesn't mean
all music. Doesn't mean that you have a better opinion about music than other people.
I ain't
say
that's what you're insinuating.
You are right, Dub. You are right, Dub. It doesn't mean that my opinion is better.
And that's the problem too, bro. Sometimes you think you have an enhanced intelligence about.
I just told you right.
And you don't, bro.
How's the problem? I just told you.
And the prime example was you sitting there talking about, do you think Gucci Mane and Kanye is on the same intelligence level? If you truly asked me the question, you just said that shit, nigga.
No, I said not.
No, you just said that. You just asked that question.
Gucci Mane and Kanye are not on the same intelligence level, man.
That is not what you said. You said you did the handle. You don't think that Kanye West and Gucci Mane are on the same intelligence level? And yes, I actually think Gucci's smarter than Kanye. To be honest with you,
smarter than Kanye. Kanye just signed
how?
Nigga, how was Kanye smarter than Gucci? Tell me that. Kanye did
more money because he made more money. That's what he about to say.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna say because Gucci Mane's conversation is about putting different people in situations, and Kanye's conversation is about seed to sow.
Seed to sow for who? For him? He don't give a fuck about you. Kanye don't care about you, boy.
Kanye don't even talk to you niggas until he trying to sell you some shoes.
Kanye ain't start, dog. Kanye don't even want to be black.
The fuck out here, bro.
that nigga been stopped being black. Here, bro. The worst thing ever happened to Kanye, man, and I feel so bad for him. When he lost his mama, he lost his fucking mind.
Okay.
So and the funny thing is, everything. And the funny thing is, everything Boog be sitting out here on a soapbox preaching about, Kanye West is the complete opposite of. But yet and still, you meat ride this funny shoe wearing nigga every opportunity, bro. Cause fuck that shit, bro. You be getting on your soapbox like you so holier than thou, meat riding that nigga. Yeah, Kanye West, meat riding ass nigga, bro.
Dog, Kanye, I don't know why people don't see it, and I feel like you feel. When I think about Kanye, man, and this it hurts my heart, man, because I was a Kanye fan. I
love his music, though. I ain't gonna lie. I love his music.
808 and Heartbreaks, My Beautiful Twisted Dark Fantasy, College Dropout, all of those, right?
You ain't heard the last two, man. Cause
I did.
See, I'm not even gonna say F it because it's named after his mama. If it wasn't named after his mama, I'd say F. I would say F blank. It's named after his mama, so I ain't gonna say it.
With incomplete work, you disrespected your mama legacy, man. You should have finished it. Donda? Compete on Drake. He was trying to
hating on Donda?
Yeah.
I'm talking shit right now, but I'm also on real. I'm talking shit and also being real. So it's like it's 50-50. But y'all hating on. If it wasn't named after his mom, who gonna box? Me and Kid. I got to see Kid tomorrow.
Okay.
I got to see Kid tomorrow.
Like I said, look, it hurt my heart to have to say it about the dude, man, because I respected him so much because I felt like he stood up, and I liked the fact that he wasn't trying to be gangster. And then he lost his fucking mind, man. And then
Kev, man, Kev. All I'm gonna say is that 24 is the best song I've heard from a hip hop artist in the last 10 years.
Please stop saying shit like that, man, because then I'm gonna have to stop taking you in consideration.
Have you heard 24?
Yes.
So yes. What part of that song you didn't like?
I didn't say I didn't like it. I just don't think it's the best hip hop song I've heard in the past. What you said, 10 years?
Hold on. It wasn't a hip hop song.
You said that.
Okay, you're right. 24 is the best song I've heard from the hip hop artist. I
said he wasn't a hip hop artist though. You told me maybe 20 pods ago he wasn't even hip hop artist no more.
I said that 24 is the best song I've heard from a hip hop artist. I didn't say it was a hip hop song.
I said you said he wasn't even a hip hop artist anymore.
I said that
So-
24 was the best song I've heard from a hip hop artist. I
So
ain't say
look.
the best hip hop song I've heard.
All
I said
right.
it's the best song I've heard from a hip hop artist in the last 20 years.
So all right. So let's say this. Let's ask you this question.
Okay.
I've seen you say this before.
Yeah.
You can't take people serious that don't write their own songs in the hip hop realm.
I said that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
When they was talking about
You
Drake,
said it before.
They was talking about Drake having
When?
ghostwriters. You can't be a goat if you have ghostwriters. You can't be a goat.
I said that?
Yeah. You be flip flopping on. That's
No,
why
I ain't
you
never
you
said
said. You 100% you said that before.
Pull it up. Pull it up, man.
You said you can't be a goat because you don't write your own lyrics.
Pull it up, man.
Who recorded what you said?
Nigga, it'll type James Boogie GOAT and it'll come up, man.
All right, so how can you hold Kanye in a high regard?
Nothing's gonna come up.
When he don't even write his own thoughts.
Okay,
Kanye can be a GOAT because he's GOAT when it comes to producing and shit.
No. Don't you do that because he ain't even producing his own songs no more. Don't do that.
Dang, y'all hating, man. Y'all haters.
Hey, bro, Mike Dean producing them songs.
Mike
Dean.
Travis Scott. All of them dudes. If you
don't act like Mike Dean.
White boy, man.
Time out. Don't act like Mike Dean ain't over there doing what Mike Dean do. He not?
Boog trolling us, dog.
He not?
He trolling us. Boog got lean in that cup. He got
Mike Dean not over there doing what Mike Dean do?
24.
Don't act like Mike Dean ain't over there doing what Mike Dean do.
I'm asking you one question.
Boog.
Hold on. I'm asking one question.
What?
Do you like the song 24?
That's a good song. I
think
No, I don't. And if you want to ask me true, I think It's Almost Dry was the hottest album out of that camp in the last 5 years.
What
Thank
song?
you.
What song?
The album It's Almost Dry is the hottest album out of that camp. It's Almost Dry is the hottest album out of that camp in the last 5 years. Yeah, nigga, I'm talking about Pusha Terrence.
What's the favorite song?
All of them, nigga. You know I don't name a song.
What's the favorite verse?
All of them, nigga.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't a Pusha T fan like that.
You know what I'm saying, man?
Honestly, the tightest two people on that camp to me was Sci-Hi and Big Sean.
Pusha T rap's better than Sci-Hi the Prince, but I like Sci-Hi the Prince. Pusha T raps better than Sci-Hi.
Pusha T got them same boring ass verses on every song.
Oh man, I don't know. Pusha T makes better songs than Sci-Hi. I'll say
no, he doesn't.
Why you crazy?
100%.
No, he doesn't. You crazy.
Pusha T makes better songs.
You crazy
than Sci-Hi the
motherfucker,
Prince.
What's your favorite Pusha T verse?
All of them, nigga.
I'm gonna tell you his favorite Pusha T song.
All of them, nigga.
Top five.
His favorite Pusha T song is Grinding.
No, actually, it's Popeyes. If you want to know the truth, my favorite clip song is Popeyes, and it's probably because Cam is on it. But that's my favorite clip song. Is Backed by Popular Demand.
Yeah, Backed by Popular Demand.
And then probably like Keys Open Doors. I like that one too.
Open Doors. Keys Open
Doors.
Yeah. I talk about Pusha T, man. Nah, man, y'all tripping, man.
But it's also, but it's
nice. I think he's a nice rapper, but I don't think
he's nice. But
it's also a different style of rap. If you go about rapid rap niggas who actually can rap, Sci-Hi can out rap Pusha T. But I like more Pusha T albums.
I can understand somebody liking Pusha T because he has a sound about himself that if you like him. And I like Pusha T. I just think that Sci-Hi makes better music, but he's not sellable like Pusha T is more sellable.
But it's also, this is gonna tell you the kind of I admit I like drug dealer battle rap. You know what I'm saying? So if you ask me, I'd rather listen to Benny the Butcher instead of Sci-Hi the Prince. That's just me though.
Yeah. I could see that because I like Benny the Butcher. I got turned on to his music a little later, but I really like Benny the Butcher.
I did too. I kept hearing Joe Budden scream about these Griselda niggas for 3 weeks in a row. Yeah. And so I just went in and looked up fucking Conway the Machine and on YouTube and got a whole slew of shit. Some shit before he got shot. Then I went and checked out Benny and was like, damn, I like these niggas. I fucking like Westside, and Westside can't rap. I'll tell you that right now. Westside Gun can't rap.
He's trying to style his way through a song.
But I like the style of the song. The nigga is he rap about fashion and selling dope and shooting niggas. And that's the funny shit, his content. And his content is fashion rap
and wrestling,
shooting niggas, and then he gonna give you some Muslim prayers at the end.
Yeah, because he kind of like got this Ghostface Killer Raekwon thing going.
Yeah.
Yeah. He sound like a Wu-Tang member, like a Wu baby.
It's funny, I let someone who was not a part of our culture, I turned them on to West Side Gun with Griselda, period. And the first thing they came back and said, and they were like, man, that was I like the music, man. I felt like these guys would come shoot you and kill you, and they will be very fashionable when they do it. So
true,
you know
man.
what I'm saying? But that's the kind of shit I like though. I like that genre of music. So
That ain't violent, man.
I'm not a fan of I'm a fan of Stove God, you know what I'm saying? But I like the nigga that Boog don't like.
Oh.
Ooh-wee! Sauce Walker.
Like Sauce, Boog?
Boog don't like Sauce, man.
I don't not like what.
Ooh-wee!
Dog, I'm gonna tell you, Sauce had this song. He did a song, and I don't know the name of it. He got one of them called Ghetto Gospel. That shit fire.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, but he had another song he did where he did the video walking through the little jewelry exchange in Sharpstown.
Yeah.
I don't know the name of the song, but I know what you're talking about.
Man, he was rapping his ass off, boy. I'm talking about he was rapping his ass. That's when I knew he could really rap, because I first kind of like got on him listening to him on Slim Thug album on that ooh-wee, Lord forgive me, these pussy niggas gotta die for their envy. I was like, man, who is this cat? Because, he just was different, but he can really rap when he ain't trying to style his shit out. Yeah. He got bars, bro. He just don't, they ain't what he trying to do for real.
I heard that nigga on the West Side album, bro. On West Side album, I forgot what it's called. Is it called Westheimer? I think the name of the track is Westheimer, bro. Bro, he was on there with Stove God, Cooks, and Bodie James. Bro, he murked them niggas. Stove God verse was fire. I don't really fuck with Bodie James like that, bro. And that boy went hard.
Yeah, they look at him like a character, man, but he can really
He is a character, man.
He's definitely a character, but he can rap. I know we've been on here a long time, man, and I've been wanting to talk about this because I ain't gonna say want to talk about it, but I don't understand the politics of it.
Let's go.
What's up with the Zero and Trey shit, man?
Hey, man.
I don't know.
That
You
note,
gotta talk to
man, look, on that note, I'm going to sleep, man.
Why you going to sleep?
Cause I don't fuck with Zero. I don't fuck with Ro. I don't fuck with Trey. And anything you say on that note, it's gonna be some fuck shit, man.
I've seen some shit on I don't know how real this was, bro. I don't know if it was like IG or Facebook. It was like a nigga that said he was a cameraman and he cut his camera.
I saw that dude who said they was threatening him or whatever.
Yeah, but I didn't know if that was true or not though.
I don't know neither, but he said he had to go to the police about it.
Some fuck shit, man.
I just wish that all H-Town rappers, I don't know if you want to call them legends, some people that H-Town legends. I wish they can just hash it out, bro, and get past it. Whatever, nonsense that, and I don't want to say the issue nonsense. I don't know what it is, but whatever the issue is, I wish they could kind of sit down, talk about it amicably, and get past it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I didn't even ask the question to be messy or anything like that. I just don't understand the Houston scene. I literally never heard a song with them two on it together.
Oh, they had her album.
Oh no, they used to be asshole by natures, bro. ABN.
You know what I'm saying? Like I heard of the ABN, but I never listened to any of their music. Like by the time I come around, Trey was already a solo artist.
Oh yeah,
From New Orleans, we didn't even hear Swisher House. We only heard Rap A Lot. So everything from Rap A Lot was coming to New Orleans, and Big Mike from New Orleans, so we knew about that. Tim Smooth that got signed to Rap A Lot. So we had that Rap A Lot pipeline coming in through New Orleans, and then some of the Rap A Lot artists was doing music with Cash Money.
See, I guess us as artists, you can cut screen back on, bro. I guess us as artists, we ain't talking about that no more, bro. We just talking about H-Town artists. I think us as artists, and I think Boog can maybe speak to this, like we was rapping at a time where I guess we didn't see the divide. I don't know if it's because you can say we didn't make it mainstream enough to see the divide, or we were the group that, as long as you was good people, did good business, and won with the fuck shit, like we'll fuck with you. We'll do a song or two with you. Like we ain't had no rap beef like that with niggas. Like it wasn't just no group of niggas or artists that we just said fuck them niggas. Outside of maybe one or two of these little local dudes who was trying to control the radio and wouldn't let us get into a show. And even with that, like, you know what I'm saying, we weren't just, fuck that nigga. It was out, man. He kind of hold us at the door today, whatever. So I don't know.
Yeah, and then I always respected Houston music because Scarface is one of my top rappers. Scarface is in my top 5 rappers of all time. And but I listen to Gangsta Nip. I listen to Trouble. I listen to K Reno. Like there's a lot of that.
Oh, the K Reno, man.
3-2.
Oh man,
Southpaw Coalition.
Yeah,
Hey, so
we went back deep, man, as far as the rapper like go. But that's all I knew of Houston music. I ain't know nothing else coming out of Houston.
Answer this, Bug. You're a hip hop historian.
Yeah. But that question, I'm going to sleep after this. Anyway.
So as a hip hop historian,
yeah,
I don't think that Houston actually dealt with the same beef when it comes to rap as like New York.
No,
Like I don't think that there was a beef that big that tore the city apart like that. Like New York or like Atlanta or like Cali.
I mean, North Side, South Side. It was
that wasn't a rap beef. That was neighborhoods. I said
it was neighborhood, but it turned to rap beef. So like,
I don't remember any rappers like having shootouts over North Side, South Side shit.
They ain't had them shootouts, but they ain't do music together.
In the middle of the North Side, South Side drama, I also remember Slim and ESG doing songs together.
That was in the middle. That was the end of it.
So tell me, at the height of North Side, South Side beef, rappers was beefing that big.
How many tracks you did with a North Side rapper?
A lot.
A lot?
Literally, we formed a record label.
More than 10?
Literally, Boog.
More than 10?
Literally, Boog. We were
more
a part.
than 10?
Can I finish my sentence?
Okay, go ahead.
We literally were a part of a record label with niggas out of Acres Homes.
You did more than 10 songs with them?
Of course we did more than 10 songs with them.
No, we didn't.
Yes, we did, Boog. Boog is full of shit.
I'm gonna have to do me some more Houston digging, man, because I never got into the Screw music because it just wasn't my vibe. I heard the first time I ever heard a Screw song, I was at a party at USL, where's ULL now, but at University of Louisiana Lafayette.
Yeah.
And they put it on, and we always like, what the hell is this? But USL had a lot of people from Shreveport. So Shreveport was listening to Houston music. So we didn't know what that was. But then they played the little kicks on the south side, and I was like, oh, I like this shit. And everybody was in there doing a little dance, and I was like, oh, shit, I could get with this. You know what I'm saying? So that was a good time. But like I said, my whole thing, when I first got here, I was like, man, I'm trying to run into somebody from rap a lot. Like, I don't know no better. I'm just naive. I'm like, shit, nigga, where Prince and them be hanging at? I'm trying to get where they at. But I remember getting here, dog, and I asked something about Jay Prince somewhere, man. Nigga, stop talking to me. Nigga looked at me like, nigga, you fucking police? Like, I'm like, man, what's going on? Then I realized after a while, they was looking at me like I was a police, but I was really like a fan, like, where them niggas hang at? Like, I ain't realize how big Houston was either. You know what I'm saying? Because I just wanted to be wherever that was at because I'm like, man, I'm trying to pass these mixtapes out. Somebody gonna feel this. But, y'all, Houston has a bigger scene and a lot more history and depth to it than a lot of people know. Because it was later on when I heard anything from ESG.
Everyday street gangster.
Yeah. I'm telling you, boy, I was a grown-ass man before I knew anything about ESG. So, it wasn't something that was out there like that. But before we get out, man, y'all make sure y'all check out or get y'all people to check out that Love All Kind of Ways. And then I got something else that'll be dropping in October. I got merchandise too. If you go on my Instagram page, the I am Kevin Cooks CEO. I am CEO Kevin Cooks. On my own HMO Entertainment page, you can get the merchandise. One of the things that I'm doing, I got a shirt that says "Say More," and that slogan is just basically, getting people to be able to use depth in their words. Like, it's okay to use words. It's okay to have meaning behind what you do, even if you don't have a lot of words. Just to be able to get your thoughts out, even if it's something as life changing as you need help and you need to ask somebody. So it's encouraging people to speak up and to be themselves and to say what they need to say. So a lot of people been taken to that. I'm gonna have somebody talk. I got a few people that's gonna help me move that. Basically shoot like little mini testimonials One of them be my sister. She's a domestic abuse survivor. One of them being one of the A-Leave kids. He went to jail for like 5.5 years. Now he's a businessman, been keeping himself clean, about to start his own gym soon. He gets his merchandise off. He's really, really running the personal training thing. I got another young lady. She's 19. She dealt with colorism. She's going to be a doctor. She's had mental issues before, dealing with, not loving herself properly because everybody didn't look at her skin like it was beautiful. So those would be 3 of the people that's going to do some stuff for me. So I'm really proud of that, man. And hopefully everybody will listen to that and we can get that moving, and actually get some kids to understanding that as well. So, thank y'all for having me on, man. And whenever y'all need me on or want me on, man, I'm down.
Thank you for being on with us, man. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, do you know KOC Go?
Who?
KOC Go.
Uh-uh.
I feel like all rappers from New Orleans that live in Houston know each other. So, okay.
No.
Hater. Oh, she's a hater, man.
Shut your ass up. This has been another episode of the 16 Shots Podcast with young James Boogie, who can't keep his computer charged. Hey, y'all, Dub.
Tell me how you took it. I'm going to tell you what I
With
meant.
special guest kcooks again, as always. It's a pleasure. All right, and we out.
No, I'm talking about instruments to get the bitches, man.
All right, Bug, I'm going to holler at you.
All right.